Hey everybody, welcome to Game 7 of Round 2 quarterfinal series between Florida and Toronto. Welcome in on Don't Puck with Media and welcome in on Talking Habs Media. And hopefully we're going to have a good game tonight. I'm surprised that we're here at Game 7, to be honest. I didn't think Toronto could come back from the Game 5 loss. And they did. I'm not very happy with that. And I'm a little worried for tonight that they could actually win this game. All right, to join me tonight, to start off anyway, right now is a filibuster, Eric from Flyra Gonna Flyra. And Goosey's over there. He's in his car on the way home. So there's that. And Matt just joined us. So I'm going to change screen. And we end up here. And there we go. All right, so little confusion at the beginning here. Yeah, so we've got this very interesting game that I hope Florida wins. No, I'm not. I'm not a Canadian patriot, I guess, that way for hockey this time.
How dare you, Rick?
I'm horrible. I'm just horrible. But I can't cheer for Toronto.
That's a,
I can't. No, I'm not going to.
Well, listen, we for people who crap on Toronto all the time, objectively speaking, right? Let's look at this objectively. They've already slain a demon and they've gotten out of the first round, but they have yet to slay the 7-game demon. So they need to be able to prove something tonight in order if they're going to advance. However, I am on the belief that if they do slay this demon tonight, that you will see Toronto in the Cup final.
I could see it too. I'm not saying it's impossible, but Carolina's been playing some great hockey of late, and they're looking like they just stifle teams like fucking Washington, who was like a pretty high scoring team this year, couldn't even score. Was barely able to score a goal in that semifinal. So I think it'd be tough, but like you know what, they got to actually they got to win a game 7 Toronto before we even get to that point. So we'll see.
Absolutely, Eric. I couldn't agree more. And I think what will hinge on the success of Toronto is that Marner, I mean, not just Marner, but, I mean, you look at last game in game, 6? Matthews got the game-winning goal. So if they can continue to produce and if they can utilize their speed, they'll have an easier time against Carolina, who plays a more stringent two-way game. But like you said, they need to get out of this game 7. But I would argue that they would be battle tested at this point. Ottawa gave them a hard time. Florida arguably was going to be their hardest matchup coming out of the East. Just personally, I think the Atlantic Division is stacked, and the Metro, while not the weakest, it's not as strong as the Atlantic, and that's why I give that slight edge to Toronto if they were to pass.
Yeah, agree. No, it's definitely be a close matchup. I think in the end, if ever. But yeah, no, like look tonight, the big boys have to show up. Like you know what? Not only everybody has to show up tonight for the Leafs. This is a very important game for them. Game 7 at home, big time pressure. And you know what? Like they gotta come out like gangbusters from the beginning, Toronto, because they gotta get that crowd into like already. Like sometimes Toronto doesn't always have the best crowds, so like the most. Not, I mean like the it's empty. I mean like vibrant, you know. So like they gotta get the crowd into it early because if not, if they come into this game straight from the beginning and like play like ass and just don't show up, if you don't get the crowd into it, you're gonna lose them, and then even the pressure just gets even like more builds more and more.
Crowd looks into it. I'll say that from what I'm seeing there on the screen.
Couldn't agree more. And I think for Toronto tonight, and I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement, they have to get the first goal. Otherwise, that crowd is going to be silenced. It's not going to be a one goal, we're still in it. It's going to start shaking up a bit. You know what I mean? It's going to start making them choke up on their sticks a little bit.
Yeah, because like past demons are gonna start creeping into their heads. It's like, oh man, like you start questioning yourself, and then like you said too, you start gripping the stick a little bit. You're trying to go off.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Look, Toronto. If Toronto doesn't get off on the right foot, I mean, this game's over before it starts. I think we've seen again throughout the history of the Matthews era, head to a game 7. If they can't punch first, they're done. Right? Like, I bring up 2021, Rick, because we saw it. The second, I think it was Gallagher that scored the first goal in Game 7. That was it. I mean, from that point on, the Maple Leafs couldn't really muster anything. They were. It just felt like once that goal went in, the whole team just collectively just went now we can't come back. It's like you can't have that mentality, and again, still they have to prove it.
I would agree if they had the same coaching staff still. If this was still a Sheldon Keefe coach team, I would agree with that more. I think 1-0 is more than surmountable in this type of series, especially when you have when you have a coach like Berube who has showed the perseverance before. I mean, look at the 2019 Blues. They were dead last in the league in January before they went on the run that they did to go on and make the cup and win the cup inevitably with definitely a less talented team than the Bruins had that year. So when you look at the big picture, it's about mental toughness too. I don't want to say that it would be over at 1-0. I think two goals, I would say, would be a little more insurmountable especially against a hard-checking team like Florida. But I will say I do agree with Cam that the first goal is very important tonight, but I would not consider it over if they were to go down 1-0, just because of who they have behind the bench.
I'm not saying that either, and that's a great point with Berube. But what my point isn't that if they go down 1-0, it's over. Is that mentality still there, right? And I think it is still with Matthews and Marner.
Mm-hmm.
It's that they need to get over. If not, then they're done, right? That's the point I was trying to make there.
Yeah.
It's that mental fortitude that this Matthews ever.
That's a fair argument. I just think that Berube is a big difference there too. That this Toronto team is quite different from old Leafs teams we've seen. They have some at least legitimacy in net. Both their goaltenders have showed legitimate perseverance in this playoff so far, whether it's been Wall or Stolarz. And I think their defensive core, well, it's not perfect. It's not great. It's at least been respectable enough where you look at the big picture and say, okay, at least the Leafs play some level of defense now where they haven't before. But I do agree that it's going to come down to those big, maybe even big 5 guys now, if you want to include Matthew Knies in it. But it's the big 4. The main guys, Nylander, Matthews, Marner, Tavares, and I guess Nines, if you want to include him too, are going to have to show up tonight. They are going to have to put this team on the back.
What percent is Knies at, though?
Yeah, on the case of Matthew Knies, is it confirmed whether or not he is or is not
He's
playing?
in the lineup. He's playing.
Already
He's on line 1, and Anthony Stolarz is the backup.
Oh, Stoley's the backup? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear. Okay.
Even if Stolarz being healthy, but Wall getting the start isn't surprising to me. You need to start Wall at this point.
Oh, yeah.
He's been your goalie for the majority of the time. You're not going to throw Stolarz in cold after missing almost 2 weeks of action. So,
no, that would be kind of dumb. you can't do that. Not for a game 7.
You got to ride the hot goalie, but
yeah.
Again, just going back to the mentality of this Leafs team. Like again, it's really nothing to do with the rest of the team. It's Matthews and Marner, and I mean, again, they showed it in game 5. Like if they start getting shelled, it's they just turn on.
Yeah,
that still lingers around, right? And even though Matthew Knies is still playing on the first line, again, what percent is he at? And I mean, the Panthers are going to try to hit him hard. And
that's a wear and tear.
Rough his shoulder up to where he can't affect them. And it's just, again, it's we'll see what happens, but until the Leafs can prove to me that they have the mental fortitude to win a game 7, I can't.
That's a good point.
I can't go ahead and pick them in this game, or again, really in any game 7.
I'm picking Florida. but it's going to be close. It'll be a close game.
Pivoting to Florida. So now what does Florida need to do correct tonight in order for them to secure that, third trip in a row to the Eastern Conference Final?
Play their game. Don't get away from what's worked. Play your physical wear and tear style of game. You need the Tchucks of the world to show up. You need the Bennetts of the world to play physical. You need Marchand to get under their skin like he always has. You need Barkov to continue to be the two-way monster that he is. Get help from Seth Jones on the power play to run that quarterback that power play. Wall's coming off of a shutout, but you need Florida to be the grind-down physical monster that you've grown your identity to be. This Panthers team is just, we all know it. We've seen it 2 years in a row now, even though they only won one of the two cups. They get there by beating you up.
Run away.
Keep doing that.
Yeah, just be disciplined at the same time. Also, play hard, but play disciplined. Make Toronto get off their game. Don't start chasing the puck. Clog that neutral zone. Don't give them any chances. And you got a good chance.
Our speaking.
David. Hey, BL. BL's going for Toronto.
We want to see those Canadian teams in the finals. Give us the best chances.
What's BL accusing me of this time?
Existing.
Oh.
That's good.
I'm not a Canadian patriot. I'm not a Canadian patriot. Joe. Hey, Joe. I can see Edmonton being there.
Oh, that just went wide. Feed's a little choppy. Is that just me?
No,
slightly.
choppy in general, but it's fine.
No, it's not enough where it's like, oh, I can't really watch this, but it's a little choppy.
The Panthers are in complete control right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're strong shift. We're only a minute and a half in. I gotta say,
for sure, but
a good shift for sure. They just got some fresh legs out there. Oh! Marchand, if he could have got that shot off, that may have been 1-0. Cycling around, Forsling, shot block.
At the beginning of what broadcast? This broadcast? I said I'm not a Canadian patriot? I don't remember doing that.
I mean, so far 2 minutes in, it's been all Florida. I mean, they've been doing a real good job moving the puck around the zone. It's early, but they're starting the way that they needed to for sure.
That I can agree with. Good start for the Panthers. Let's see how the Leafs respond. First wave definitely went to Florida.
I get out of the zone. No.
Good forecheck established by the Panthers there. They're playing good so far, and Leafs finally going to get the puck out.
Go for line change. All right, Toronto's showing a little bit more life.
Yeah.
Now all they need is a little more.
Early, a little bit of neutral zone trapping thus far.
They need to have a little bit more sustained offensive zone time there, but
it's a rush for Florida.
I'm being called a dope. I'm a dope.
Ooh, that shot goes wide.
Hey, Andre.
Andre, what's up?
Andre. What's up, Andre?
Nordy, how do you like the new?
Oh,
he's got a Vegas jersey.
Trey nice.
Is that leather?
How many non-Bruin? John. Oh, just wide.
Who you wearing, Cam? Or is it blank?
It's Eichel.
How many non-Bruin?
I'm probably gonna get his white one. I love the Golden Knights away jerseys. They're so clean.
So you have a Kraken, you have a Vegas jersey. What's the third one?
Four. I have Anaheim in Colorado.
Who do you have for those two?
Anaheim is John Gibson so he's an American player. Coyle for Colorado. Eichel for Vegas.
You got a Coyle jersey.
You got a Coyle jersey?
Yeah, for Colorado, absolutely. He's my favorite player.
Okay. So like you just bought it recently.
Okay, so that's sentimental value. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I respect that.
Cool. Okay.
That was like me. I almost
What happened with
bought
Joe?
Simmons.
An Australian Trumpist. I think I'm ditching any but lease policy.
Oh, that goes why. Yeah, Florida's definitely got the
Against
better
the Americans
so
then?
far early. No question about it. But I will say Toronto isn't allowing any high-quality bids when they are in the offensive zone. But Florida is outplaying them so far for sure.
Tell me when I said I'm not a Canadian patriot. Prove it. I don't remember saying
Oh, that was a weird deflection. Seth Jones kicks it out. Don't know who took that shot. That went a tad wide. Puck free. Right in the slot.
I'm also going to be getting a Utah Mammoth jersey just because, so I have all of the expansion teams, and I'm like, that's going to be kind of cool. This is a little too glittery for my taste.
Wait, does the Mammoth count?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of those gold ones. Like I said, I have the
loose right in front of the net.
Original home jersey with Fleury on it. I like that one, but the white one's so clean.
I agree.
Oh, there's a forced turnover. Oh man, that was a good forecheck there. Lundell Dorsey really got under his skin there, forcing that turnover. Florida definitely has come to play early. Saved by Wall.
Shots are 5-0 in favor of Florida this early on.
And all Florida so far. Peru, he's losing the little hair he has left, seeing his team turn the puck over in his own zone.
And Cam, who would you be getting for Utah? Do you have a player in mind?
It would probably be an American-born player, just to kind of keep with the trend that I have. But I also have
probably Keller.
American-born players.
If I had to guess,
Keller might be one of them. I really like Dylan Guenther.
That would be a good pick.
That's probably one. Like that one, I would actually spend money to get custom for him because I really like Dylan Guenther. But I'm waiting for the jersey to actually come out with the logo on it. I don't want the one that says Utah unless those jerseys go on sale for like $50-$60. Then probably.
Oh, for sure. No, but you want to get the one with the new logo on it. It's so fucking nice.
Shots now 7-0. Oh, jeez.
Yep. Getting hemmed in their own. This is where I think Florida
succeeds
the most.
That's not saying I'm not a Canadian patriot.
Thank you, Florida plays their game.
Okay, shut up for a second. That doesn't say I'm not a Canadian patriot. So don't make up things for me. Don't put words in my mouth. Thanks, Aki. Appreciate that.
Battle for the puck. Barkov with a little bit of a forecheck. Reinhart battle on the board.
I apologize. I accept apologies. No worries, Biel. You know.
Eklund.
Whoa! Woo! Wool had to have good eyes on that.
Wall's going to pull over the team at the end of during the break. He's be like, boys, wake the fuck up.
Yeah, seriously. Like, come on.
He's saving them early on, but Florida's not shying. I think that was one of the biggest issues Florida had in game. They were shying away from.
I will try not to. Bill, it says what is it? It says what I said. I guess I'm not a Canadian patriot in the way of hockey because I can't cheer for Toronto. Doesn't say I'm not a Canadian patriot. So learn to read because that's what I said.
I think he's more like being in a sarcastic tone. Right?
No, BL and I have this going on for a while. It's okay. We get along fine most times.
I didn't want to have to be a marriage consultant.
Just don't call me say that I'm not a patriot when I'm over that. That's all.
As this sign says.
What does this sign say? Be what
you are, say what you feel. Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
There you go.
Alex, I don't know if you know this, but when we're not on live stream and when people like listen to this back, like they can't see that. So it would help if you also read it. Like, you know what I mean? You hold up so many signs. Like you're just like, oh, hey, yeah, look at what this sign says. And someone who's probably listening into the car is just like, I wish I could fucking see what it says.
Let's be fair here. 85% of our viewers are on YouTube versus Spotify.
Well, yeah. For
But
this,
what about the
I don't know
20%,
about that,
Alex?
You don't have numbers for that.
Well, that's what you were for, Cam. You just read.
This is not going on Spotify. Where do you get this is going on?
Oh,
Spotify?
then even better. Proves my point more.
It's not the podcast we're doing. We're doing a game stream.
True. That's true. We had a good pod episode today, Eric, by the way.
Sorry?
I said we had a good pod episode today, Eric.
Why don't you push your pod here? Don't you say
and
that?
for everyone who is here, check out Flyer Gonna Flyer, episode 42. Talk on the Clock. That was just released.
That's interesting. Today. Did you guys see that stat? They're 7-3 in game 7s at home.
Who, Toronto?
Ooh.
Yeah, they're 7-3.
It's interesting because
all time.
What was the last time Toronto's hosted a game 7?
Oh, I don't know.
Because it's always in Boston. There's been one in Tampa, I feel like.
Montreal,
game
7 in Toronto.
Yeah, I feel because usually they finish pretty high up in the standings.
So outside that Montreal one, I think that's it.
I think 2004.
Wow.
Or 2002
was
their last game 7 win. I think 2002 was their last game 7 win or something.
Because all the other ones always seems like they're on the road. Now you mention it. And interesting enough,
7 minutes in and they still don't have a shot. It's crazy.
Interesting enough, too, if the Leafs were to advance this game, not that I hope they do, but if they were, they'd have home ice throughout the rest of the playoffs.
Unless Dallas advances.
No, I think the Leafs would have it over Dallas, too, I believe.
What about Winnipeg?
Winnipeg's out.
Winnipeg's out. Winnipeg was
that's over now. What am I talking about?
I think they'd have it even over Dallas too, because Dallas I think they had more points than Dallas anyway, didn't they?
I'm trying to find it.
Leafs, turnover.
On NHL.
Forsling gets it up. Good cross ice pass. That was a beauty. Verhaeghe block. And Carlo watches it go into the netting.
The game has started the way I kind of figured it would. There's a lot of hockey here left, so Florida's just got to keep this up. If they can do that,
if Toronto advances, they have secured home ice advantage throughout the remainder of the playoffs.
All right.
They outdid Dallas by 2 points.
It's still a big if they're going to advance.
No, if. That's why it's the big 2-letter word.
They took a shot away from Florida.
Yeah, it's at a pity.
Oh, I'm surprised that wasn't called.
Like a board, no?
On the choppy side of it, yeah, it looked like that was on the numbers.
Wow, I'm surprised they didn't call that. Marchand got right up, though. He could have tried selling that.
They're not being shy with shots, though, gentlemen. Like, look at this. I mean, they're attacking the puck. Marchand's retrieving well. I mean, God, this is...
Isn't that how they beat them, though, Game 5? Basically doing this.
I thought that said Lowry, and then I'm like, it's Lawrence.
Are we going to get a little bit of zone time? Nope.
That's a turnover.
Almost. Was that on Nyes is 22, yes?
No.
That's Jake McCabe.
He's a big boy, too.
Then he gets rocked.
Steve, we'll get you in here in a second. Hold on.
Oh, we got another person? Oh, okay. Give me a second. Shit. All right, just give me a second. Okay, I don't know why it switched there.
Very, very unimpressed with Toronto early on. Impressed with Wolf.
It's been all Florida basically since fucking up.
Oh,
I don't even think Kulikov even hit McCabe there. I think they just ran into each other.
More like a collision than a hit.
He just the McCabe jumped up and tried to dodge it.
All righty.
It looked like, yeah.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, boys.
Hello, no picture,
No,
Steve.
How we doing?
Steve.
9 minutes in the game, not a single shot by Toronto. Something to keep an eye on moving forward. Let's see what the response is like.
Nice.
It's not a good sign going forward, but it can change.
No,
It's
Walls
still
being-
only half a period.
You can
Walls
build
being
momentum off
tested
of a
early.
strong goaltender in the first period, for sure. This could be something Florida looks at as like, we need to take advantage of this.
Backhand wide by Matthews. Still no shot on net for Toronto.
Wow.
Oh, here's a bid. No.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, that just went.
Nope,
was that
just
on
went
net or
wide.
did that go wide?
no,
was
yeah, no, I
wide.
didn't go.
There's a
Okay,
little
Toronto's
dump.
showing a little bit more life.
You'll get fresh legs outside of one player.
Oh, good pivot. Good exit.
Yep, good clear. McCabe takes it from his own end, gets it over to Riley. Riley kicks it into the offensive zone.
Alex, we're at different. The crowd might be in different points. I don't think we need the play-by-play.
Never.
Yeah, we're
Domi
probably.
picked it up.
Oh, what a good save by Bobrovsky.
Right in front of the net, point blank. Here goes Forsling.
Took
Picks
10
it up.
minutes to well, the shot has not registered yet, but it looks
that
like
one
it will
looked
be
like a
10
shot.
minutes.
Okay.
We'll see if
Wins
they
that
change
along
it.
the boards.
But as of right now, still no shot.
Riley kicks it around the boards. They kick
Kachuk
it back
needs to be a big factor in this game tonight.
I think it's Bobrovsky.
What check there by
But maybe
Marchand.
not.
Marchand on the net.
I had Bob on
Good
the
shit by Marchand.
on the thumbnail. I picked Bob and Matthews because I thought those two guys can see the difference. You know what? But Bob's not going to get in the game.
That's fine. If you want to move over there, that's fine.
I haven't noticed Matthews.
They didn't count that shot. But, here's a bid, though. Here goes Nylander. Wide.
Shot wide.
I haven't noticed Matthews yet out there. Am I wrong?
Matthews has had a couple bids
That
just went
Toronto
wide.
shot didn't count, I guess.
Nope, that one didn't.
Oh, maybe
looks
they
like
never
that
made
one-
contact.
They're shooting wide.
What the Nylander shot went wide.
No, not that.
No, the other one, the one where it looked like Bobrovsky
It
made a
wasn't a
save.
shot. I didn't think he made a save, and it was on the side of the net, so it wasn't on the net. He can make a save off the net, but if it wasn't going to the net, they're not counting it.
Oh, did Bob get that?
Bob's
That was
just
a
got
good
the save. Holy cow.
That one was definitely safe
Big
point blank.
save.
Nylander almost just put that entire Toronto team on his back and was like, here we go.
If
I
Bob is
want
not,
to give. I want to
they're
give
in
the
trouble
Leafs one
tonight.
thing.
That's why I put him on the thumb. Bob.
I
can
do
make
want to
the
give the Leafs
difference
one
here
thing.
tonight.
I think the Oreo logo on the helmet is the best advertisement in the NHL.
What?
The Oreo
The Oreo.
advertisement they have on the helmet, I think that's the freshest one of those patches they have in the NHL. When in terms of meshing with the jersey.
And it goes with their milk.
Yeah,
breast.
milk and cookies.
Yes, it does.
Maybe that's why they're so soft.
Maybe.
Milk and cookies.
Maybe. This commercial they're showing plays all the goddamn time. And I want those shrimp. Willie Stiles gripping that stick a little too tight. Yeah, that was wide. Like, I'm surprised he didn't get that on net, to be honest. BL says, for those interested, Rimouski, or Moncton and Rimouski, Game 6 is on TSN tomorrow afternoon. Holiday Monday special. It's not a holiday in Quebec. It's not. Here it's
I have the day off.
It's depending on your company though. In Quebec, it's not a mandatory holiday like the rest of Canada.
Yeah, no, I know.
Here we have Journée de la Patriote.
It's because we're federally governed, so I get the day off.
That's right. It depends on your company whether you have the day off here in Quebec.
Just like the oh man, what's it called? La Journée des Autochtones. There, the native holiday that they put in September. There, you know what I'm talking about, Rick?
No, I'm not sure. Probably do, but it's not.
It's like they it's a couple years now. It's like a Remembrance Day, but for native Canadians there.
Oh, okay.
And but Quebec doesn't recognize the holiday, so but because my company's federally governed, so I get the holiday.
Yeah.
Good numbers for
Heritage
Bobrovsky.
Day. Heritage Day.
Wow.
Okay, I've heard of that Heritage Day. So yeah, there you go. But we don't
that's
do
it.
that in Quebec. So because Quebec is
You guys see Bob's numbers in Game 7s?
yeah, he's good.
2-0, 1.88 goals against average, 0.933 save percentage.
Yeah, they're
Pretty good.
Very tough to beat Bob tonight. We got a shot though. Look at that. Shots up there.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like a
it's
quality
up the
shot.
zone. Oh, here we go.
Barkov kicks into the offensive end. Battle amongst the boards at Edmondson.
Oh, Rodriguez is playing today. Good.
Yeah, Rodriguez is in.
Awesome.
Nice forecheck by Jones with the pinch.
Oh.
Kicks it back.
Usually you want to go forward.
It's typically how we want to play the game of hockey, right? You want to move it towards the opposing team's net.
Typically.
Oh my God, I was at a Bruins game and we were getting shellacked by the Blackhawks.
Cam, stop flirting with Eric.
One person, like on the power play, like they took it back to regroup, and the guy behind me screams, "You're going the wrong way!" And everyone started laughing like it was audible.
Ooh, battle in front of the net. Oh, good shit by Bobrovsky. Holds on to that one. Scotty Lawton almost would have been.
Toronto,
Toronto is settling in now.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Settling in.
Former Flyer, Scotty Lawton.
Scooty.
Who gets the game winner tonight, fellas? Who gets it?
Matty Tkachuk. He makes up for the criticism he got from Game 6.
Good call.
Brad Marchand.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
That would be amazing.
I think the entire city of Toronto would objectively shut off.
You might need to get all kind of rope and any kind of material away from Paul Bissonnette if it's Marchand.
Oh, wrap around, but a good poke
good
check to break
stick
up by
there.
Portland.
No, it was a good stick by Bob.
Lindell throws it. Shot is wide.
Ooh, what do we got here?
That a whistle?
BL says Matthews gets the winner.
I think it'll be some more rando. Lusterainen.
Lusterainen. Brandon Carlo. Just go completely random.
It's not Brandon. He's a former Bruin.
On his own net.
Yeah, Brandon Carlo on his own net. He forgot what team he was playing for.
He's just so used to
I'm
ruining
not on the
Toronto.
Bruins anymore.
That would be awesome.
That would be great. Own goal.
Carlo just accidentally mishandles the puck. The amount of memes.
Puck battle in front of the net. Oh, boy.
Ooh, wow.
Tanev gets it back to McCabe. McCabe works it back to Tanev at the blue line. Back to McCabe. McCabe rips it wide. Puck battle behind the net. Cleared out. Looks like AJ Greer cleared that.
Yeah,
And
icing call.
Florida can get some fresh legs.
Oh wow!
Oh, they called that icing? I thought he
Yeah.
kind of flow skated that. I don't know about that.
No, that
What
was
do you mean?
icing.
That was icing.
That was icing.
Yeah,
I thought he was very lethargic going back to milk that, is what I'm saying.
No matter what speed he was going to go at, I don't think he was going to get that. That puck was already there before he even hit the hash marks.
And I think that was icing.
Wow. No, they're
they're talking about it.
Right.
Like, I could have dogged it. Oh my God.
I think he dogged it. They're moving. I might be moving that out of the blue, out of the offensive zone.
That'd be cool.
I was right. I called that. Center ice it is, not an icing.
Steve, what are your thoughts on that?
7 record.
Honestly, I've been trying to get my mic to work.
It's working. We can hear you.
Okay, so that works. No, the game on the TV is like 20 seconds behind you guys, and my live stream is kind of lagging behind as well. But I'm bearing with it. I'm trying. I'm 20 seconds behind you guys.
Ooh, that was a cross icer, but no.
Steve, for
contact.
you, who gets the game winner night for either team or both teams? If you want to say, who gets it for Toronto, who gets it for Florida?
I would love a Brandon Carlo slap shot. I would
into their own net or to
nope,
like
no against
we need
Florida.
specific-
I think that's just poetic justice.
Oh
here we
boy,
go.
here's a bid. Scotty Lawton.
Big save!
Whoa!
Wow, Bob
But
is hot.
Scotty Lawton
realistically,
had
you
a
gotta go
clear
with Brad
breakaway
Marchand.
there. He's
Would you say
Brad
Marchand and then
Brad
who for
Marchand, yeah.
Carlo.
let's
Carlo
see.
love it.
or Marchand? The two Bruins. Of
That was a
course.
good stick lift.
Yeah,
Who
good
was
defensive
that
play
that
right
did
there.
that? That was a good stick lift on Lawton.
Oh, what a stop!
Got a good game.
All right,
going
since
on
I'll
so
be
far.
completely random, if Toronto gets the game winner, it'll be Scott Lawton.
If Toronto gets the game winner, I shoot myself right here on camera.
Who does? Wait, if that happens,
No, I'm not picking a guy for Toronto because they're not winning. For Florida, I'm going to say Rodriguez.
I'm sticking with Matty Tkachuk.
BL says U-turn for the Leafs. That's Matthews and Bure for Florida.
What the hell is this commercial? That man looks like he's ready to keel over. Shit, he looks like Rick on a bad day. Holy
dragged into this shit.
I don't know. This poor girl just wants to buy
You're
some
on the
fucking cantaloupe.
you need some.
This is a true comment here. Even though I didn't like Shifley, I don't like Shifley, but
Yeah.
for one night, I had respect for him.
Really, really sad to see. And of course, he got the penalty, and just seeing the raw emotion of did you guys see the press conference afterwards? I mean, just the raw emotion from all the players wishing that they could have gotten the kill for him, and just that way he was on the ice like that. That just, I didn't want it to end that way with him in the box, because there's nothing he could have done. So, I mean, that was definitely sad to see.
Don't take the penalty.
Oh my God, there's the Beebs. He looks like such a fucking tool. Oh my God, nothing
what is
more.
he wearing?
Oh, I missed it.
Hey, did you guys know Drake is also at the Maple Leafs game? He's in cell block 1.
What the hell is Beebs wearing? I wouldn't be caught dead.
I don't know, but
Dude, he looks like he's wearing a rug.
Buddy, he makes millions of dollars. You think that man gives a fuck what we have to say about him?
I don't think he does. I'm just saying he looks like a weird. Momentum. Florida's got to flip it back.
Bob.
There's a rush though. Bennett.
Come on.
Bennett rips it. Save.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toronto's definitely playing a lot better right now. They finally realized
settled in. I think Rubin calmed them down. That initial shot though was from Carlos.
That looked like it clonked off of Forsling's head at first. Did anyone just see that?
Nope.
Shots 8-3.
5:10 left in the first.
Nick Robinson gets the game winner for Toronto.
Is he in the lineup?
I have no idea.
Shot in the dark.
We'll see.
If anyone's going to get it for Toronto, it's Nazem Kadri.
Yeah, Nazem Kadri. From the crowd.
Part of me kind of wants to change my game winner pick from Matty Tkachuk to Carter Verhaeghe, the new Justin Williams.
Mr. Game 7.
Yeah. Carter Verhaeghe is starting to get that rep that he feels like the new Justin Williams. He makes all those big clutch goals. You all, of all people, should know that. Didn't hit that. Barkov. Back on the boards. Nice. Nope. Was turnovers. Seth Jones.
Come on.
Hey, Florida!
Oh!
He got the handle on that. That was 1-0. Rodriguez save. Did Walt poke that or did Rodriguez?
I thought he might have. That's why I said good save. I
think he just ran out of space and went wide.
It's pissing me off so much. This is behind.
Where does Marner go?
That was.
Oh no!
great.
Where does Marner go? Late at night when nobody's watching. What does Marner do?
I think Walt poked it. Rodriguez knows it too. won the face-off.
Yeah, they were quick on that one, too.
Works it around.
Not very clear in that that post. Yeah.
Scotty Lott. Oh, it's a breakaway. Marner.
Marner
Nice.
gets a shot on goal at least.
Right at Bobrovsky.
Oh, no, that was
Lawrence. I thought it was Marner. How did
I did too. I did too, Rick. You're not the only one.
Why did we think that? Oh, 18
and 16 look similar.
Close. That's why.
What
I will say
nice pass by Lawton.
So
I'll
Marner
say that, yeah, Lawton's had a good game so far. He's probably been one of the best Leafs early on. I'll say this: the Toronto shots they've gotten have all been high quality. It feels like Bob's made at least 2 or 3 A quality stops.
Yeah,
Marner still hasn't gotten a shot on goal. Still.
Rick hates Marner.
The book on Bobrovsky is to shoot high. I don't know if they should be on the ice while they're high, though.
Oh, jeez.
Anyone else's eyes just roll in the back of their head?
I just shook my head.
There's nothing more than I want to see right now than that crowd just to throw towels.
Fuck.
Oh, there's Chief.
It's only 3 degrees where you are, Bill? Yeah, it's going to be cold here tomorrow. Marner is going to Montreal. Maybe go to Schwartz's for a smoke meet, but that's about it.
Marner's going to Carolina. Mark my words, he's ending up with the Canes.
I wouldn't want Marner on my team if he signed for free.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
I don't know about that. Like,
now you're being a little excessive.
No, I'm good because I don't want so. I know he's going to produce in the regular season, but I'm good with him shitting the bed in the playoffs every year.
Listen,
if Marner gets a goal tonight, Nordy needs to do the truffle shuffle.
God. Oh, Matthews rips it. Save again, Bob. Listen, I will say this. Marner, he might not be, and listen, he's almost a point per game in the playoffs. I know he shrinks usually when it matters.
It's not just his point production; it's where he goes in games 5 to 7. Like you should.
Yeah.
See
No,
the
I
stats.
get it.
That's what I'm talking
where
about.
you
Like,
should
I'm not
look.
going to pay him fucking $13 million to show up in the regular season and crap his pants when we need him the most. Like, I'm good. Sorry,
but you wouldn't pay him for free to do that.
I
wouldn't.
I might change my stance a bit and say, like, if they actually win the cup, Marner will probably resign with the Leafs.
Oh, he absolutely will.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But if they don't, I think, like, his relationship with the Leafs is strictly contingent on where they are in the playoffs.
If they lose tonight, Marner's gone. No question.
Yeah.
If they win tonight, I could see an argument of him coming back if they give Carolina a competitive series.
For him, I think it's cup or bust.
Maybe.
Alex, you turned down $14 million. Guaranteed, like you don't just turn down $14 million. You know what I mean? I think for him, it's like you need to get the cup.
Might be right.
And I think if they get the cup, he'll just be like, all right, pay me 16 in the hopes that they'll overpay at 15. Which is not going to happen, I don't think.
I still think he's Carolina bound personally. If they win this, if they lose a series, I think he's Carolina bound.
Oh, I think if they lose the series, he's gone. I don't think it's even a question. It's just a matter of then, like, where does he go? And I agree. And spoiler alert, in my blog, I have Carolina as one of the teams, and I agree with you that may make the most sense.
Carolina is an abundance of cap. They could use some winger help. They're a team that is in win now. It's a smaller market, so he doesn't have to worry about having a microscope under him at all times, like in Toronto. I don't think wherever he goes, I don't think it's going to be to a big market team anyway.
No, he I mean, unless he does something this game, he's proven he can't handle playing in a big market. So I agree. Carolina would probably be on the top of my list as well.
Carolina, maybe even Calgary. You mentioned them, I remember, in your blog too. Calgary actually does make some sense to me. We got a penalty?
Penalty on Toronto, I believe.
Oof.
Say, Berube's pissed. I think you're right.
I think he would be so good
Canada.
in Carolina.
Who?
Yeah.
I mean,
Marner?
that team's Marner.
Yeah, no,
for sure.
he would. I mean,
Petchikov,
you know what?
Aho,
he's
and
an
Marner.
extremely talented player. I'll never take that away from him. He's amazing. What?
Do you think there'll be a discount though?
No.
Oh, there
Because
has
if he
to
gets
be.
bounced
I mean,
tonight-
no one's paying him
No.
$14 million to shit himself.
Oh, no one's gonna pay 14 million, but they'll pay 12.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
I
what?
think-
I could see Carolina paying that only. Actually, no, they won't because they have
No,
the state
there's
tax.
no way because there's not even a chance they pay $14 million because
No,
they need
Carolina
to
won't
still
because there's no state tax.
because
but
they
a
still
team,
they
like
still
if you want
need
to go to like hypothetically, I'm just going to throw a team out there. I'm not saying he's going to go here. But
It
like
doesn't have to do
Winnipeg-
with the tax. It has to do
Oh
with
no, that has a lot to do with it.
they have to do with it's Orlov and all the other signings that they need to do. Carolina does have some defensive signings that
No,
don't need to happen.
I get that. I'm just saying in the big picture. I'm not saying Carolina specifically, but I'm saying like the teams up north that have the state tax compared to like a Dallas or a Florida or a Tampa that doesn't have to worry about that. Those teams are going to have to pay more. Those teams may have to pay 14 mil, where a team like a Carolina, they only have to pay like 11 and a half. Ekblad kicks it in. Power play is underway. Minute and 20 left. Oof. Seth Jones, you got to get in position there, buddy. Not much done on this power play so far. We already 50 seconds in. Verhaeghe kicks it in.
Reinhardt.
No, that's Reinhardt. I'm sorry. Now set up. Seth
More time on
Jones.
it, though.
Kachuk
Chuck.
to Reinhardt. To
Reinhardt
Kachuk.
back to Chuck. Oh, he
Tried
had
to
Ekblad
bumper for
ready to rip
Barkov.
that.
Ekblad
Was
with it.
Ekblad?
Ekblad shot wide. Kachuk. Reinhardt. Barkov. Barkov looking.
Cycles from the right circle.
Back to Barkov from Reinhardt. To Jones. Shot.
Oh, get it in there.
Ah.
They kept it in, though. They kept it in.
Almost a goal. Seth Jones shot.
Oh, Reinhardt.
Here
Wow.
by Toronto.
What a
15
sequence.
seconds, maybe enough time for one more rush if they hurry. Don't think they're scoring on this power play.
Mm,
And that will end the power play. And right, ooh.
Period will end.
And that is the end of the first. We are scoreless after one.
Wow, what that was a fast first period too. Holy crap.
I agree. That was quick.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of whistles.
I think Florida started out of the gate hot. Toronto, once they found their legs, started gaining sustained play. And then towards the end of the period, Florida started taking it back to them a little bit once they got that power play.
Yeah, I mean, this game is far from decided, obviously, but yeah, Toronto got their act together at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Can they keep that up the whole game? We'll see.
Oh, that's it. The way they played in the first five, like half of the first period, there they couldn't do that the whole period. Like excuse me. No, like they really started to come on late, and this penalty kill was huge for them because if they would have gone down a goal, who knows? Maybe the air would have been taken completely out of their sails. But
yeah, late in the period too. It's not.
Exactly.
Too bad that didn't happen. God damn it. All right, so we got an intermission here. So we'll look at the chat and see what you guys want to talk about there. What you guys can give us, something to talk about here.
No thanks. No thanks.
Yeah.
To Boston. All set.
Tavares to Boston. I like
No
that.
thanks.
All
$2
set.
million. The
I
only
like
thing
that.
I would take Tavares for is if he's willing to sign for $2 million.
I'd take that
Yeah,
at
for
$2
million, you know.
At
You're
2,
right.
I would take him. I'm not giving him. I mean, I would take him at 6 maybe, but that's.
I wouldn't take him at 6 either. I think his best days are behind him.
I would do 2
And
years at 6.
I'm quite frankly sick and tired of paying the old men to just show up on the team like Pat Maroon. And I love Nick Foligno, but I mean, by the time we got him, it was like, all right, Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm sick and tired of that role that they always just, do that.
I will say Tavares had a pretty good year, though, this year. He had almost a point per game, 38 goals. I mean, I thought he was going to fall off a bit more this year, but I still think he has something left in the tank. I won't say that he's washed completely, but I could see him taking another step back next year. He's not going to shoot 19% again next year. That's for sure. No. That's the anomaly.
Far from it.
Yeah. No, I think he's getting a lot of help too from the players that are around him too. Like if you look at it, like he's playing with like, a lot of high end talent. So you got to take a look.
I agree with that too. But shooting 19%, that's absurd.
But he would get you 20 goals. He's good for 20 goals.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
No, I think it all depends on what Boston wants to do in the offseason. Like they want to do like a little quick fix. Maybe Sweeney wants to try and save his job or something. Like I could see them taking a shot at Tavares on like you said, Cam, maybe like a 2-year deal. Because Tavares is 34, 35 now? He's got to be up there in age.
He's 34.
34? Yeah, so there you go. Like that's what I think it is because like I don't know if Boston really has the assets to actually like trade for like a good young center. So like with Casey Middlestat and like that you guys picked up at the deadline, and then maybe you bring in like a Tavares, and like you might not have the best centers, but at least you'll have like legit centers.
I think Patra is 1 year away from taking on the second line center spot. I think he just needs to put on a little bit more muscle. The skill set's there. I mean, you got Fraser Minton who could also take that, but he can also play the wing. So I mean, it's not like the Boston doesn't have the middle six talent that in the pipeline. They're missing the top. It's missing line left wing, I think, personally, in that 1C. So it's realistically speaking, I think Boston needs a center and a top line left wing, and then you could argue they're back in competition.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Like maybe like a guy like Tavares on like a short deal, or even like maybe like a Brock Nelson. But like I think I would bet more on Tavares like having a little bit more left in the tank than Brock Nelson. But if you could get him on like a 2-year deal where he could be like that buffer until like Quatra's ready, or let's say you guys draft like a Jake O'Brien, let's say, or whoever, like just to like hold that spot until like your young kids are ready to like take over.
See, I'd take Brock Nelson. I'd take Brock Nelson at 5, 2 years at $5 million.
Brock Nelson,
good two-way guy, big body, plays big.
Brock Besser,
huh?
That's Brock Besser he put down there.
No, I would pay $5 million to Brock Nelson.
Oh, okay. You're just bringing him up because I'm looking at BL's comment. It's got Brock Besser, and I'm wondering.
We haven't touched that yet, Rick.
Okay,
we're getting there. Okay, we're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there. Don't worry, BL. You're up next.
Yeah.
Brock Besser to San Jose. Very unlikely.
I don't see it.
I think he wants to win now. I don't see Besser going there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
where I could see Brock Besser end up is Minnesota. I feel like they could use another solid winger. They got the money, especially with Parise and Sutter finally coming off the books. I think that's a team that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. I could see a lot of teams being interested, even like New Jersey. I could see like New Jersey being in on Brock Besser. Like,
New Jersey,
that makes sense because if you heard Tom Fitzgerald's end of the year presser, he said they are not bringing the same team back. They're making some changes. I think Dawson Mercer's as good as gone, personally.
I'm a little disappointed in Mercer, actually, to tell you the truth.
I thought he was going to be better. He hasn't taken the step I thought he would either.
He might just not be a center, though. He might just be better on the wing. Like maybe his offense will come out more on the wing.
With Brock Besser, his only concern is that, he's going to want $8 million. And so, yes, I agree. Minnesota's another good team that could use him. They couldn't use another right winger. They're going to have $20 million in cap to do it. And they really don't have many big names to sign. So, I mean, they could get it done. They're going to need a backup goaltender, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, there's plenty of like mid goalies available. They'll sign somebody for like $1.5 million to $2 million.
Hang on, wait a second.
They can take Jonas Corpusalo.
Hang on, I gotta ask you. Hang on one second, David. You're in Australia? I didn't know that. Or there's an Innisfail. I thought you were in Canada.
Innisfail? I gotta look that up. Is that in Australia?
Well, Joe's in Australia, and she's saying it's one of the wettest towns.
That's a wild comment.
Oh my goodness.
That's
I didn't know
wild.
it's like
awesome.
David's. So okay, so there's a town in Alberta, same name. Okay,
Oh,
because I thought he was from Alberta or BC.
I just Googled that picture, and their icon is a giant pumpkin. It's a little bit right. It's just above Calgary.
Okay, so BL, what does this mean? Sam Bennett to Boston to New Jersey. Which one?
Signs of Boston and trades. Boston trades him to New Jersey.
Why would you sign? Why would he? I
Yeah.
don't know. That just,
That's how I did that.
Wherever he signs, he's going to look for some trade protection here. He's not. You're not going to just do that to a free agent.
that
it
makes
actually
sense.
bodes very, very bad if that's what he meant by that. What I meant, BL, I think clarified that. He said, but or, and you know, I think though probably not New Jersey, because New Jersey has their two centers in Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier. So you're not going to pay Bennett $8 million to be your third line center. So it doesn't make sense for New Jersey.
Bennett feels like a guy that is going to go to a team that is definitely, you know, who would make a lot of sense for Sam Bennett? Colorado. The issue is they don't have cap. They just need a 2C bad. Because Brock Nelson doesn't sound like he wants to re-sign in Colorado.
Coyle on that team can be a 2C. Coyle has the potential. He's a middle six guy. He's a good face-off individual. He did well in Boston last year as a 2C. It's not that Coyle can't do it. It's just that the wings need to be the offensive piece.
I'll say this. There's a reason why they picked up Brock Nelson as their 2C.
I'm not disagreeing that Brock Nelson is not a 2C. I'm just saying Coyle can also fit that role for them.
I think
Coyle. I think at this stage of his career, though, Coyle's more of a 3C.
I think over the past couple seasons, Coyle has really developed his game at center, and I will give credit where credit's due. I think he has the potential to be a good 2C for Colorado. I think that just makes sense, especially with their, with everything going on, like you don't really know, but I think Coyle would be a good fit there.
Yeah, he's got another year under that.
Yeah, he's still staying in Colorado. I just wouldn't send him out as a consistent 2C. He's coming off of a 35-point season.
You're okay, but again, you're going to compare this to again. You're looking at 1 year. You know what I mean? You can't just look at 1 year and say that's.
I'll say this: if he was 25, 26 still, I'd be more inclined to listen to that argument.
His face-off numbers, his penalty killing, his ability to maintain and control the
screams bottom six guy at this stage. A 3C more of anything.
He's literally 31. It's
30. He's going to be 33 next season. He's not 31. He's 32 right now. He'll be 33 at the beginning of next season. At some point next season, not the beginning.
Yeah, I have to agree with Alex. I'm not a believer in Coyle as a 2C. Like, I think he could do it. I think he could be like a replacement 2C. Like if ever your 2C gets hurt or whatever, that's fine. But long term, I wouldn't bet on Coyle as a 2C. But
what's your long term?
For who?
Coyle.
I think he's a 3 at this stage.
Yeah, I think he's a 3. Coyle's a 3.
Just okay, gotcha.
But like what I'm saying is like he could be like your 2C in a pinch, like if your 2C gets hurt or your 1C and then everyone has to move up. But to do it like long term all season into the playoffs, I don't think there's enough offense there to be like a legit 2C.
I think I agree with high end 3C is what Coyle is. Yeah, where you can put him as a 2C in a pinch. I can agree with that. But as a guy you want to keep there all year, that's a mistake.
No, I think you look at role definitions, right? And it depends on how you build that line. Because if you have a guy that says, oh, we need a guy who can win a faceoff, which he can, his numbers, as a 2C in the faceoff dot are actually pretty good. And then you have, he's an arguable, pseudo two-way forward, power forward hybrid. And, if you look at that, combine it with his faceoff numbers, get the talent on the wings, it's suitable. You know what I mean? Is that like, your long term? Is he definitive a 2C all the way throughout? No, but for the term of his contract, it's beyond reasonable.
I wouldn't want to do that if you're a contending team. Maybe a rebuilding team, you could throw him there just as a fill-in for a year, sure. But if you're telling me I'm competing for a cup right now, like you're a Winnipeg or a Colorado or a Dallas or whatever, hypothetically, and you're telling me Charlie Coyle is my 2C that needs wingers to elevate him, no.
I don't think it's that he necessarily needs wingers to elevate him. I think he's just a guy that has been notoriously able to make space for other players. So it's not about just him being elevated, but him also having the capacity to elevate others, which he has been able and shown to do.
Naughty, what's your take?
No, I don't think his production's there for 2C. I think in today's day and age for 2C, like, yes, you do need those other qualities in terms of like making space for guys winning faceoffs, but I just don't think Charlie Coyle's actual numbers are where they need to be for somebody who's playing second line center full time.
I could actually see Duchesne go to Montreal. I could see that. If Dallas wins the cup, I could see Duchesne staying there.
I think Duchesne's gone no matter what. They're in a cap pinch. They have no way they can re-sign him. Take a look at Dallas's cap situation. It's the worst in the league.
You know what? I was actually having a conversation with one of my buddies today at the communion I was at, and I was thinking to myself, like, you know what? Because at the beginning of the season, I know there was like a little bit of rumors here and there. Would you be shocked if Dallas traded Jason Robertson and open up? Like, he's making about like 9, if I'm not mistaken. Like that, it would not surprise me. Because look, he's been like, I know he's hurt. He was hurt. Now he came back. Like, he hasn't been like producing super great in the playoffs. So I don't know. I could see maybe Dallas putting Robertson on the block.
I'm not at 25 years old. I can't see it. Not at 7.75. I could see them letting Mikael Granlund walk. I could see, because, for their UFAs, it's Jamie Benn, who is not going to garner a lot of money. He's 35. Mikael Granlund, who's 33. He's not going to make, both those guys are not going to make, north of $5 million. And, you look at Duchesne, who's 34. Evgeny Dadonov, 36. That's another UFA. Maverick Bork, an RFA, 23. I just don't see them getting rid of those guys. And Cody Ceci, they're going to have $5 million in cap to play with this offseason. But, you're right. They are in some cap trouble, but they're going to be able to
they're in massive cap trouble. They have 8 forwards under contract and $5.8 million of cap.
Like,
this is it for Dallas.
Yeah. I think like, and I've mentioned this before on Flyer. I think they're gonna trade Mason Marchment. He's a guy as a Flyer I want to target, and so that's gonna free up about 4.5. And then look, you have Dumba's contract. I think he's at 3.75, which they could. But I think they're gonna have to pay somebody to take that contract because no one's just gonna take it for nothing. So
at 3.75 for Dumba, you could find a suitor for that.
If you look at the Stars right now, they currently have 7 contracts of guys making $7.75 million or more.
Yeah, 7. It's not great. It's not ideal, but it's not like they can't retain some of their players.
They have to move a guy or two.
But like Ben gone, I think this
Jason Robertson. You make a good argument there. They may have to do that just to make some room in their cap. This is like. I wouldn't say Dallas' window is slammed shut after this year because they have so much talent already locked up anyway. But they're going to have to mess around with that team a little bit, that they're not going to be quite as good as they were this year.
No, but I think they're going to start calling up some of their youth. I don't think they're not going to trade away Jason Robertson. He's kid's 25. Yeah, I just don't see
I think Maverick Bork might be gone. Duchesne's definitely gone. Maybe you can talk Jamie Benn into signing a cheap deal, but I doubt it.
Yeah,
Ben would sign it. How much do you think Ben's gonna want? Because Ben's not gonna. He's 36.
Yeah,
he's not producing. He's playing.
Cheap as in
Ben has been playing predominantly on the bottom six.
Discount.
That's what I mean. Because he's over 35, you'll probably take like a low amount, like maybe like a 1 year, like 1.5 or something, but with like a ton of bonuses.
Yeah. That
what
I
I'm
could
thinking.
see. That's why I'm saying Duchesne's gone. They're not going to be able to bring him back. They have no chance.
It depends if they win the cup. A lot of teams right now, it hinges on their ability if they win the cup. That's all I'm saying.
Duchesne's not going to take a pay cut, especially after the year he just had. And this is the last chance he has to cash in. He had a 82-point year. He's not going to be back there.
I think that gives it a reasonable a reasonable amount. I think
The
it's a
thing is, how do
possibility.
you bring him back with $5.8 million and only 13 skaters under contract?
It depends on how much he's willing to
Just
take,
not
Alex.
doable.
It all depends.
You think he's going to say, "Oh, I'll sign for $1 million after an 82-point campaign"?
It depends. Some guys, after they win the cup, do end up signing like a 1-year deal to just be there. It's not unheard of. I mean, do I think
If
he's
he was
gone?
like 38, I
Didn't
could
he
see
just
it.
do that? Didn't he just do that for $3 million? And that's what he signed. with
Yeah,
them?
he did.
Yeah.
He already did do that. That's a good
But it's
point.
because he's still getting paid from his buyout.
Ooh,
So
wow,
I
look
think-
at that
I think,
ozone time discrepancy. Holy shit.
I just don't see Jamie Benn end up walking.
The
No,
puck
I don't
Yeah,
look in
taking a
a-
pay
too.
cut. I should say not walking. Sorry.
Jamie Benn, I think, walks. I don't think he's going to stay. He's going to.
Did I say Ben? I'm sorry, Matt Duchene. I meant my brain went off the other thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if he resigns.
You think Duchene would stay?
I think Duchesne would stay.
I
think
think
he
he
would.
get an 82-point year. I think he's going to want to cash in somewhere.
Well,
Hey
I
guys
guess-
in the crowd, we do kindly ask that if you guys are gonna leave the comments regarding the game, try not to write those in the chat. We do read those, so we want to enjoy the experience alongside you, especially when it comes to scoring. Just in case, please refrain from.
Oh, we have a ref
and the
injured.
referee is down and hurt.
And he is dead.
He got a puck in the face.
Oh,
Is it a puck?
oh my.
Or a puck or a stick. He got something in the face.
I hope he's good. Real talk. Oh, that's
boy.
that's scary.
Oh yeah.
Babe, the ref's hurt.
Oh my lord.
The
I wonder
ref
who the
is
backup
hurt.
is.
As bad as this sounds, whenever a trainer runs like that without a player escorting them, sometimes I just wish they'll fall.
But look at his shoes.
Yeah, you're a dick.
He has
He got
stuff
spikes
his
on there.
shoes.
Yeah, they have like specialized shoes for the ice.
Oh!
Oh,
He took a high stick in the face from.
He got it right in the eye.
Oh my! Oh!
was that Dan O'Rourke?
Oh, they're getting a stretcher for him.
Oh,
He's
Jesus,
bleeding
look at the
from the
blood.
eye.
Oh my god, he
Oh
lost
my
an
God.
eyeball.
Oh my God!
Listen.
Bleeding from his eye.
When I said that the refs were blind, I was only fucking kidding.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
what the fuck?
He took a high stick right to the eye.
You're such
my
an
Oh, come
God, I
on.
hope he didn't lose
See,
his
that's the
fucking
secret to good
eyeball.
comedy. That's called timing, just like that stick.
Yeah, Mikola got him up high. That was accidental, but oh my!
Yeah, we need the stretcher for
He
an
got him right
eyeball.
in the eye. I don't know if it's the eyeball, but he got him in the eye.
That's
No, I know.
crazy.
See that? You get the stretcher for an eyeball.
Look
Get
at
the
all that
stretcher.
blood, though. Oh,
But that's what I'm saying. He is
Eye.
gouging.
He is, yeah.
The goal's here. Oh my! Look at his hand. Oh man, I hope he's okay. That's scary. You just blow the whistle.
Yep.
Look at it
Please
do.
don't.
I hope there's not a ton of damage to his eyeball. Fuck, man.
Wow.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes, there will be offer sheets this offseason for sure. Get ready. It's going to get chaotic.
McTavish is one of them.
Man. Giroux stays in Ottawa.
I don't think so.
He could.
I think
I don't. I'm a little more than 50-50 he stays, but I do think there is a realm of possibility he walks if there's a better opportunity elsewhere. He did just build a new house in Ottawa, so that's why I think that is a real shot. He might want to retire there, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Look, I think Ottawa's still a good young team that Look, man, they took Toronto to the brink, eh? Like, well, not to the brink. I wouldn't go 7, but like, it was they got their experience. They're gonna be a year older. They're gonna keep a guy like G for that veteran experience, and like I said, like he just built a house there. His wife's from there.
Career, he's a third liner, though, is the thing. So he's gonna have to realize how much he can make.
Oh, he's not gonna ask for like 7 or 8.
He's gonna probably get like 4 at most.
They have 17 million in
4 to
cap.
5.5, I think, in that range.
Yeah, they have 17 million in cap. It's plenty to work with. They only need to sign Travis Hamonic, Tyler Clevin, Dennis Gilbert, Nick Cousins, Matthew Highmore, Adam Gaudette, Hayden Hodgson.
Only? The referee that got hit was Chris Rooney.
Oh, well, hey, that's good for Toronto. Chris Rooney's man. Oh.
Cam's out of pocket
Frank
tonight.
is going to be out to be the alternate ref.
I'm not out of
Probably
pocket.
getting ready right now.
Listen, I don't get paid for this, so I can't be yelled at. Yeah, only. I mean, what you really think Matthew Highmore is going to garner a lot of money? Adam Gaudette? No way, dude. Like they previously made,
Gaudette's gonna get a raise though, but not big.
Yeah, what he currently makes $775,000. So what? He'll get 1.2.
No, I think he'll be close to 3, maybe. He had a really good season. He really fit in well with that team.
Yeah, I think Giroux stays though. 4 million.
100%.
How would the Habs be able to trade up to get Caleb Dino?
They're not.
What team is going to trade down with them?
They're not.
That's not
the
happening.
Habs. What do you mean? Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, I think the Habs are trading away the 16th and 17th pick.
Yeah, they're not
Most
trading
probably.
up to 6 or 5 or whatever. No team is going to agree with that.
Yeah, they made the playoffs this past season. I think they're starting to
Either way, Caleb's
I think he's referring to Caleb Desnoyers being their future 2C, which he could absolutely be in terms of talent. But I don't think
Haig. They already have it. It's Haig.
I don't think so. I think that
I
Montreal's
think he's
gonna
more
go.
of a winger, to be honest with you. Once he hits the NHL,
Plus, Montreal needs somebody that's going to be ready now. They need
and Haig's got another year or 2 to
They're not
go.
trading up to get him for a second line.
No.
If Montreal trades their picks, it's to get a guy who's ready now. I told you the guy I think that would make a lot of sense for Montreal would be Bo Horvat, but apparently
Islanders are not going to get rid of Bo Horvat.
The Islanders would probably want to get rid of him. It's just they don't want to. Montreal doesn't like that contract. I've read.
But either way, I don't know. I don't see the Islanders trading Bo Horvat just because they lack so much offense on that team.
Yeah, you can't get rid of a guy.
I think if you're the
they're
Islanders,
looking for help on the wing.
Good haul for him, and they can do a quicker rebuild if they need to. The Islanders need a rebuild so damn bad. And they
the
got
kings of
now.
mediocrity, the emanations of mid.
Agreed.
Agreed. Well, you know what? They have look. They have a couple of young guys coming in Cole Eiserman and
Richie.
That Cal Richie acquisition was
Cal
huge
Richie
for
was
them.
a steal.
Yeah,
So,
that was
look,
a good. That was a
they're
good
probably gonna
part
get
of Gabe
Schaefer.
Perreault, I'll give them that.
They're probably gonna get Schaefer and Misa if they can add like at least another center for the time being. Like, you know what? Like Sam Bennett. What if the Islanders go after Sam Bennett and Brock Besser for this offseason? I don't know how much money
I
they
don't
have.
think they have the money.
Isles have some money. I do know that much. I've seen a few Isles fans want to push for Mitch Marner.
I mentioned that in the blog.
That's a
I
team
think
that would
Islanders do have money though, because their previous GM of forever has just not spent money at all.
They
Islanders
have
have 28.3 million.
cap. Yeah, they have 28 million in cap. They're not going to re-sign Claude Palmieri. It just hasn't worked out.
No.
Maxime Stepakov is probably going to get around 4. If I'm going to be honest.
If even he might get bridged.
Ryan Paling's got a receipt for him when the Isles play the Flyers next year.
Oh wow! Pass to the open ice and nobody was home.
Ryan Paling's got a nice receipt for that guy next time
They got to
play
pay
the
Dobson.
Isles.
There's like 10 million. So yeah, if they want, they have the money. They could bring in like a Brock Besser and Sam Bennett, and right there's 2/3 of a second line.
Yeah, I don't see Matt Martin being re-signed either, unless it's for cheap. But they all. But here's the problem, though, guys. Noah Dobson.
Didn't Matt Martin retire?
Yeah,
he's retiring.
But here's another thing, guys.
It, right?
Here's another thing you guys need to take into consideration: Noah Dobson.
Noah Dobson,
you'll
I think
probably get 8 or 9.
You're
You're still left with like 19 million.
I think
Not enough
Dobson's
to
getting
get
moved to the
Besser
cheap.
and- Ooh, good shot by Greer, stoned by Wall.
It's going to be a 1-0 game.
No, I think they're still going to run with their 1-2 punch of Horvat and Barzell. I think that'll be your likely 1 and 2 in no particular order. And they'll be out of the Anders League contract next year, so I mean they'll be able to. It's just a matter of like, it gets difficult with that team. They're just the emanation of mid.
But that's why now I'm curious with a new
They've been
GM and everything, if like they're gonna start going in a different direction. And
If they go, their decisions are going to be completely reliant on their draft. If they pick Schaefer, then they're not going to sign Dobson, or they're going to trade his rights away or do a sign and trade.
I don't know about that, because you know what, a first pairing of Schaefer and Dobson,
Marner just got fucking crunched.
That'd be a pretty legit pairing if Schaefer's pans out the way he's supposed to.
Ooh, good pass.
Score!
Oh, there
Yeah.
we go. Boom.
Seth Jones.
Wow, who would have guessed? The Chicago Blackhawk actually does something. Holy shit.
Florida opens the scoring.
Oh my God, Leafs fans. Holy shit. Where are the Leafs fans?
They're already leaving.
Pressure's on.
That's beautiful.
Goal.
Nice. Top shelf, baby.
Meanwhile,
Warner, top shelf. Beautiful.
Took to the second rounds of the playoffs for Seth Jones to do anything. I'm so proud of him.
Just shoots stuff. Wow, holy crap, he said it. Oh, God. Oh,
I had to. I mean, it's Seth Jones. We've talked about this. It's just he doesn't do anything, but he just did. So good for him. Proud of you. Go get that money.
What money? Dude, he already makes too much money.
Exactly. He makes the money already. Like
the most over.
He's finally playing worthy of what he makes.
Another goal.
Toronto
and it'll be
fans.
a Leafs jersey on the ice. One more goal.
Toronto fans right now.
You suck.
Oh, geez, got that. Take a quick phone call. Yeah, they stink. What was that NHL playoffs live thing that popped up on us?
That's
Mitch
a
Marner
goal,
kind of made a turnover too that led to
that's
that.
you. When you see that, I don't know if you guys can do it, but me and Matt can get rid. You get rid of that. Damn
I figured it was a bot, but I was like,
it's
what
a
the
bot.
hell?
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. He's gone now.
That was a good snipe by Seth Jones.
Whatever happened to his brother?
That goal alone has already made the trade worth it.
That one goal. That one time Seth Jones did something. Do you guys remember that? That one time.
Yeah, one
So
time
worth it.
and care.
So worth it.
That one time Seth Jones didn't fuck up.
I'll say this. The next goal is determining this game is if Toronto allows another one, then I'll agree it's done. I still think 1-0 they can come back. They're not coming back down 2.
Yeah, if Toronto goes down 2, they're not coming back. The whole air in the whole arena is going to be gone. It's just
you're going to see people shitting themselves.
Yeah, you're going to see people crying. The memes are going to be real tonight, boys. Just like
I need the memes. Oh,
can I get my cup there so I can fill it up?
Dominating right now.
Leafs tears.
Good pressure by Florida. They're looking to add to it.
Oh,
in front of the net, but they couldn't bury it. Pile up on I-95 in front of wall.
God damn it! There's always traffic.
Here comes Willie Mees. Say bye.
That puck looked like it hung on Bobrovsky a little bit. Yeah.
Bob is locked in tonight.
Future Hall of
Have you
Famer,
seen his
Sergei
numbers in
Bobrovsky.
Game 7s? They're nuts.
Of course I have. They're ridiculous.
Look, I love
this
being
is
part
what
of a
we
Game
goalie
7
for.
when it does not
He's Game
involve
7s right here.
Hey, Game 7, anything can happen, including Seth Jones scoring a goal. If he scores 2, it's game over. Wait, hold on. Steve, 8-ball rule.
Only if Seth Jones scores 2. If no one else scores a second goal, it's still game on. Boo. Home teams own a 118-82 record all time in Game 7. This is the 201st Game 7 ever. Wow, that's random.
Oh, what did I see? One of the stats they put up after Seth Jones scores was that the team that scores first is 150-50.
75% shot.
75% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah, baby.
One of those 50, Eric, was us.
God,
in
what is
2010.
that smell?
This garbage
Yep.
up again.
And we were down by 3.
Oh, here come the bots.
Haven't had bots in a while. What the hell? All of a
Means
sudden,
we're so fucking popular.
I mean,
Ooh,
they're popular.
hit him.
back in.
Got hit there. Is that Domi that hit him?
Oh,
See how
let me
many-
feel right here.
That was
Freaking-
Domi. That might spark
in on the shutdown. See, now this is where Florida gets you. Now they can play their game very well. They are going to be good from here, like even better from here on out. You know what I mean? Oh, you
that
could
looked
argue
a
a
little
little
high.
interference there.
I was going to say, that looked a little high, too. They're not going to call that in Game 7.
No,
though.
they should. No, and they shouldn't. I'm glad they didn't. But you could argue it. I'm glad they didn't. Oh,
Oh,
my God.
Marchand.
Marchand.
What a big
Oh, where's the
save.
puck? Someone give it to Marchand, the rat.
And
Legit.
here's a
Throw
question.
the rats.
Oh!
Yeah!
Lundell! Yes,
Anton
sir!
Lundell! Holy crap!
go.
Let's go.
Nail
And
in the
Arlo. Oh
coffin.
my God. Arlo.
Nail in the coffin. Matt, it looks like me and
Here
you
comes
were
the
right.
pain.
Wow.
Looks like
Holy
me and
shit,
Matt
guys.
had it right so far tonight.
Here come the memes. The memes of Toronto.
With that
Oh, look at
goal,
all the
they
tears.
all knew.
Look at all
it
the
was
tears
over.
coming.
Somewhere Steve Dangle is screaming.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
just gonna say, please, someone check on Steve Dangle.
Nothing Wall could have done there, though, guys.
No,
That
no.
wasn't
could have
Wall's
done.
fault. This
No.
It's
Toronto
funny too because after
breaking down.
Game 5, I was watching a lot of SDPN, and it's funny because Steve even said it. He's like, I kind of don't want them to win Game 6 because they're gonna shit the bed in Game 7 anyway, like they always do.
Like they always do.
I mean,
It's not over. There's still a lot of hockey to play.
Still a lot, but now Florida's giving.
DL, you know.
What did I
how-
say though, Al?
Come on.
Steve, remember in Game 5 or Game 6 we were? I can't remember which one it was where we were watching, and I said the second period is Florida's thing. That's where they get you.
Yeah, the long change is
If the
huge.
wear down starts getting in.
And I expect Toronto to fight back hella hard in the third, but damn, this
Oh, they
is
better.
everybody except Mitch and Matt.
Thing is,
Well,
they
now they can
don't
just
have
start
it.
really hemming them in like they've
They
been
don't
starting to do.
They don't have it. Montreal did the same thing in 2021. Game 7, it was what, 4-1? Wasn't it a 4-1 win
Yeah.
in Game 7?
where.
You're not the only one.
2021,
Boston,
Montreal,
Florida have made a career of embarrassing these tools. So wait a minute. If the Bruins are the official daddies of the Leafs, does that make Florida the creepy uncle?
Yep.
Stepdaddy.
Yeah.
Stepdaddy. They're the
Sounds
mothers.
about right.
They're the kittens. They're making the kittens purr. Oh, nice keeping. Oh, puck deflected up in the air. Retrieved by Toronto. Someone's on the break. Looks
Is
like
Toronto
Benoit.
really about to blow another Game 7?
Oh, good shot block
Yes,
by,
go
I believe that
Hockey
was Ekblad.
Sam
Lot of
Bennett's
hockey
fucking
left.
hitting anything breathing.
She kinda
Marchand
fights
with the
And
puck retrieval, and I think
takes
Marchand
the puck into the zone. Toronto.
I think
is
Marchand
Toronto.
assisted. I think Marchand assisted off the Lundell goal.
I think he did too.
I think he did. He was involved.
Marchand's running around there pretty good till now.
Yeah, Marchand's He looks
Listen,
winded. People say Marchand's not worth that money. He is. I'm sorry. People you don't know. Like you have a guy that recovered from 2 surgeries and still put up a 20-goal season, 51 points or something like that. You can't knock a guy like him down. Still one of the best two-way forwards in the game.
Stop
Don't
doing
worry,
like
boys.
you
That wasn't
stop,
to you guys. That was to me.
stop
That was
doing
to
like you
me.
say Alex does to Giroux. Stop it.
What does he say that I do to Giroux?
You know what he says.
Oh, get your will.
Stop
Can't-
getting-
Oh, there's a big shot. Score!
That is it. It's over.
Game,
This
Yeah, now it's
game
dead.
is
Now
done.
it's done.
game
They're going to
is
start
done.
leaving now.
This game is done.
Oh my God, the Leafs are leafing again. Naughty, get the meme. Naughty.
Did you see that, Pat? He's crying. He's like,
Naughty, get the
Do-do-do-do-do.
Your boy Seth
Someone
Jones.
play the Curb Your
Your boy Seth
Enthusiasm
Jones
theme.
started the whole thing. Let's go.
Oh, this is awesome.
Sword.
That's too good.
Garen Gudjovic, I think.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh my God. Yo, I'm sorry. Poor Wool, the only guy who looks like he's giving a shit right now. I feel so bad for that guy.
Leafing again.
John Tavares, horrible.
The Leafs are leafing.
Who got
Oh
that?
my
I don't know
God.
this guy's number. Who is that?
I don't know.
Craig Berube's head looks like it's about to blow off like a champagne cork.
I shouldn't have
You're
signed here. Why did I sign here? Why did I sign here?
You could say Wool
That's
is over his
exactly what's
head.
going
He's
through his
all
mind.
alone. You couldn't have said that any better.
Oh my
David.
God, Greg Berube on the bench right now is going bananas. Holy cow. Gadjevich. It sounds like gotcha, bitch.
Oh, Godjovic. Okay, that's why I didn't recognize the number.
Gadjevich, yeah. It sounds like gotcha, bitch.
Changes are coming.
Someone for the Leafs is down. Oh, someone just took a high stick. Oh, it's Marner.
Oh, it's Mitch the bitch.
Oh, it's fine.
It's okay. He has an excuse now to cry on the bench. I got hit in the face with a stick. We're losing.
Laundry check, everyone. I'll be right back.
Theo, we're watching this on Sportsnet. I can't help it. That's what you get when you have Sportsnet.
Nuts.
So bear with us, guys, but I'm sure a lot of you also have it delayed. No? We can't help it. We're all watching my feed. That's why. You know my feed is usually on Sportsnet is horrible.
All right, guys, be sure to check out the blog written by yours truly on Mitch Marner called Mitch and Match.
Bitch Marner. Oh, by the way, speaking of that kind of stuff, if you're enjoying this beatdown of the Leafs, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. And thank you. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Oh, this fucker is back again. How the fuck does he do that? How do they do that? So many. It's a bot, I guess. They have
Rick,
whatever, many of them.
Rick, it's not a big deal. Just block them. It's okay, sweetie.
I did. I'm doing it every time. They come back with another one.
But
I
we
gotta do it
keep doing
again.
buddy. It's okay. Yeah, it's fine.
It's not fine. It's not fun. You're not doing anything about it. Who did that?
I did. I have admin rights.
Oh, you have? Okay, good. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so I'll do it. Don't worry about it. Just okay, baby.
Well, I'm
It's
doing
okay.
it. Whoever gets it first gets it. That's fine.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We're just vibing. We're watching hockey.
Hey, Cam, chill out, man.
Oh, no, I'm chill.
He's mad Florida's up.
No, chill.
He's mad about that pick.
Fucking Florida. God damn it. God damn.
Oh.
Go
Second
Carolina.
goals,
Carolina. Oh, BL, I don't like Carolina either, though. That's the problem. But I don't care who wins the next
Why?
one.
You wouldn't wait. You
As
wouldn't
long as
want
Toronto's not there.
You wouldn't want Carolina for KK? He's a former Hab.
Not the way he left. Fuck him.
What do you think? What do you think Berube's going to say in the locker room? I'd love to.
I quit.
I'd love
I
to
quit.
be there.
I can't take
love
it.
to-
Not good
I'd
enough.
love to be there.
It's not good enough.
It's the
He's
the
gonna say-
quarterfinals.
He's going to
It's
say,
game 7.
everybody.
He's gonna do this again.
He's going to say, everybody, look around the room. Half of you guys aren't going to be here next year.
What is that line from the Mighty Ducks movie, which is like, one of you better score, or no one makes the team next year.
Yeah, something like that.
No one's on the team next year.
Nobody ever.
So did Mitch Marner not get high sticked?
I
don't
think it was
so.
a puck. I think it was a puck.
Okay.
I couldn't even be whiffed on that.
Florida's getting bodies to pucks,
Hey,
man.
Thomas.
They're like getting everything up there, dude. Like they're swarming them.
Looks like it's over. Yes, for the Leafs.
Still up here and a half to play.
No.
Oh my
No,
lord!
no.
Sam Bennett almost had the toe drag of his life.
Bill, I'm good with that. I'm probably gonna back the Oilers like I did last year. So I'm good with that. So I'm not that much of a bad Patriot.
Paul Bissonnette just.
I respect that.
Paul Bissonnette just tweeted out just how he drew it up.
Is that what he did?
Yeah. Awesome. Like at least hey, listen, people hate on Biz. I love Biz.
I hate on Biz, but that's still a sense of humor.
I hate on him too, but I love him.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I like the sense of humor in there. Like at least, you know?
I think you can hate on Biz all you want, but I think he's probably one of the best, probably the best guys.
Yeah, I don't like him, but I mean, I see stuff and I go, yeah, he doesn't seem like a really bad guy overall. And he stand up in that bar. He got into that bar fight trying to protect people.
What did Biz say? Sorry, I just came back mid-sentence.
Tweeted after they scored the third goal, and he just goes, "Yeah, just like we drew it up, boys. Just like we drew it up."
He's delusional.
Dude, come on, that's fucking funny.
Somewhere Biz is going to be in a padded room saying, "We're only down 6 goals. We have a chance.
We have Leafs in 9. Leafs in 9.
9, yeah. Next year, they're going to petition for more games.
Shit.
Give themselves a chance.
One of my friends who is a Leafs fan just messaged me. He goes, "I'm gonna commit unaliving."
Wow. I mean, it's their fault for buying in that heavily every year. I get they're fans and you're going to root for your team, but man, temper it a little bit till they win something.
Yeah, till they move past this, second round.
Well, at least that, right?
Yeah, at
win
least
the second round, then get excited in the third round. Maybe, but wait a little bit longer before your heart's broken every year.
It's every year too. It's every year heartbroken.
It's like you can just write the story every year. It's a little. There's variations, but it always happens.
Same. Yep.
Same old
self-fulfilling prophecy almost.
And by the way, what Nate said, this is the problem with the Leafs. This and the lack of heart kind of shows in their reaction after the second goal. They should come out stronger than that. They should have come back stronger from that.
I just tagged Biz on Twitter and said, "Leafs in 9, right, Biz?"
Hey, don't steal my shit.
Hey, listen, at least saying it here.
Marner's wife's already shopping for houses elsewhere. Yep. Marner's gone.
Calgary? Nah, he's not going to Calgary.
I don't think Calgary, but he's gone, I think.
Actually, no, I said he might go to Calgary. That is a possibility.
Calgary next to Carolina, Calgary makes a lot of sense because they need help on the wing, big time. They have Michael Coronado, but you need a little more.
Yeah, but Marner might not want the
I don't think he's going to another Canadian market.
To hockey in Canada. He might want to go to the States where he can sort of
another really good team, Alex. I'm surprised you didn't bring up on my bid on them. Columbus.
Yes. I actually said that today to my buddy.
I don't see that. I don't see that.
Think about what. Think about why though.
Right now.
Just think about why Columbus would be important. They lost Johnny Hockey. Very tragic. They have no wingers. They need help. They have centers.
You know what,
no
Cam? You may have just brought me in on that a little bit. That's not a bad pick at all.
And they have a lot of money to do it, and not a lot of people they need to sign.
You want to go to Columbus?
I mean, Columbus is. You know what? Columbus is a lot quieter than Toronto. I mean, everywhere's quieter than Toronto in terms of being a hockey market, outside of maybe Montreal,
and Boston.
Yeah. And here too, when we're actually
I think Marner wants to. I think Marner will also want to go somewhere where he's not going to be looked at as the guy. You know what I mean? Because in
Toronto,
Toronto,
but if he's going to Columbus, that's what he is going to be looking.
I don't think so because you look at Cole Sillinger and a couple other guys that
He's
they
better
have
than
there.
Sillinger. Hold on.
I don't doubt it.
Fantilli would be a better argument.
I'm sorry, Fantilli, Cole Sillinger, all those guys there. Like they
Oh!
have a lot of. Oh my god, I thought that was almost in by Verhage. Was that Verhage 23?
Yeah,
Yep.
Verhage's 23.
Mr.
I
20.
can't believe the
Game
Leafs
7.
are leaving again. They
Oh, I
are the
believe
joke
it.
that just never gets old.
Yep.
So then, if Marner doesn't want to play in the States, then I see Calgary. That's the only Canadian team where I see it fitting. Very, very unlikely. Winnipeg is another option, but very unlikely.
He heard it at Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
I mean, don't take it seriously.
No, but I'm
No,
just saying, like,
yeah.
if that is ever true, like, if it ever came out, like, oh, he doesn't want to play for a Canadian team, because let's be real, guys, there is pressure on a lot of Canadian teams. When was the last time Canada won the cup? It was in Montreal, right? 92?
Yep, 93.
93, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I honestly, I don't see him going to another Canadian market.
It went
I
off
really
of
don't.
Carlo's ass.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Oh, look at that. Ouch.
All right, the butt
Oh
crack.
my god, that's gonna hurt
Pegged
to
by a
boot
hockey
for like
puck.
2 weeks.
Ouchie.
Pegged by a hockey puck.
Oh
Pegged
my
by a
god,
hockey
his
puck.
wife is just like, it's not like he doesn't get it at home.
I do that to him all the time.
Taking back shots for the team.
He's taking back shots.
Got to do it for
No,
the
it's your
team.
point. I
Gotta do it for
can't
the
agree
team.
with you more.
I'm still
that he's
surprised
not going to a
because
Canadian market.
No, he's not. There's no way he's going to a Canadian market.
who?
Marner.
I don't think
he's
so
going
either.
to
If he
Canadian
does,
market.
the only team I see as a possibility would be Calgary. It's the only one.
I think
Canada,
the best
yeah, I
option
think you're
is
right.
definitely Carolina.
So don't I. I
He's
think
not-
that,
he's
that or
not the guy
Columbus.
there. Like
That
your
or
point. I
Columbus.
mean, I think he's more the guy in Columbus, but I think that with the team aspect of Carolina, I mean, what they've been to the Eastern Conference Finals for 3 years straight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
I mean, he's
He
not
put
the
them
guy
over
there.
the top.
No, wait a minute.
He's a valuable asset.
I think two in the last
This is only the second year in a row.
He could put
Yeah.
them over the
Didn't
top.
it? No, last year was Rangers in Florida, wasn't it?
No, last year was Carolina, Florida.
No,
I
it was
believe.
Carolina. They
No,
got swept.
The
Yeah,
thing
I
is,
think it was
though,
Rangers
think
Florida
about
last year.
this.
Rangers won the President's Trophy, didn't they?
But wait, think about this. If he goes to
Yeah, but they didn't
Carolina
go to the
and
Eastern
you're
Conference
thinking,
Final.
if he
I
goes to
thought they
Carolina, I'm talking, and you're thinking he puts them over the top, but he doesn't do anything in the playoffs. Well, that's not
No,
exactly.
didn't they lose to Carolina, the Rangers, in like the semis?
No, I'm pretty sure. No, it was
listen,
Florida and the Rangers. I just Googled it. They beat
Yeah.
Carolina in 6 last year.
they did lose. Yes, Carolina lost
No.
in round 2, 4 games to 2 to
okay.
the Rangers.
Yes.
Look at the shots on goal too, 21-10.
Yeah, it's been all
Jesus.
Florida this series.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
not
with
good.
that. But they've been a constant contender too. Like out of
Carolina,
Carolina's been
absolutely.
a constant contender.
And the thing is also with Marner, like if he goes to like let's say an American team, whatever, I don't think the issue is him being the guy. I just think the issue is the media and all the spotlight, because like you could be the guy in Columbus, who the fuck gives a shit? You know, at the end of the day, it's like the media is not going to be on your case 24/7 and everything.
Yeah, it's not the
So
same.
there's a difference between being the guy in like Toronto or in Montreal and Vancouver, and then being the guy in like Columbus or Carolina.
Huge difference.
You know?
Absolutely.
I think that's more of the issue.
There's not a ton of markets in the States that, it's a big thing. There's a lot of markets where you could be the big shot there and you still go under the radar mostly.
If you want something a little more quiet, like obviously don't go to somewhere like Boston, don't go to somewhere like Philly, don't go somewhere. Well,
Don't go to a
New
big
York,
market.
like,
Don't go to
But-
a big market.
yeah, but like I said, a Carolina or a Columbus, he could be the guy and have no attention on him whatsoever. Like, so,
Who brought up taxes too?
I did.
Hey, but taxes are misleading in a way,
Of course,
right?
but he's saving a hell of
Because
a lot more.
why do I say
in
taxes are
Carolina.
misleading? Taxes, you only have 41 games where if you're in a tax-free whatever, the other games you're all paid by what you're all taxed by that state or province.
Yeah,
Correct.
For 41 games, you're paying different rates of taxation.
yeah.
It's only
And
on
that's
your
just
home
41
games. that
Yeah,
you
it's
don't.
a weird
That's still
tax
adds
law.
up to a good chunk of money, though.
No,
Yeah, okay, but it's
Rick
not
has
what
a
people
point. It's a
think.
weird tax law.
It's not as
Yeah.
much as people think because of that.
Yeah, it's
And a lot of
it's the
people don't
job.
realize
Yeah.
that's how they're taxed. So
That's still a good chunk, though.
yeah, okay,
I
but
got some loose
it's not as
memes ready
big
to
as.
go.
I mean, it's 50%.
Well,
right?
technically, it's half, right? So half of
Yeah,
your
it's
money
50.
is.
Yeah, but 50%
Yeah.
of I think how much money, because it depends on the state of which you're from. Like, you know what I mean?
From what I
Like, so
understand,
if you're making $12 million, if $6 million of that is tax, it's not really a lot. Like, you know
well,
what I mean? It's
between your agent and blah 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 blah, on 10 million, they take home about 4, I think. So
that's
they
still a
get
lot of
taxed.
fucking money.
It still is, but I mean,
I'll take it.
it's a lot you're giving away, and I get why they want to give away as little as possible. But
Did you see Marner, by the way, in the break? He was telling people to wake the fuck up. I'm like, okay, so when do you start waking up?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Like, you are not an individual to start talking.
wake
Like,
the
you
fuck
what?
up! I don't want to have to cry on the bench later.
No shit. Unless you're Willie Nylander, you're all
Oh,
part
here
of
comes
that.
Seth Jones.
No,
Oh, it's it. Oh, they waved it off.
Yeah,
Waved
it's
it off.
waved off.
Oh my god! We
I
need
don't
to
know
check
about
it on
that,
Steve
Wait, hold
Dangle.
on.
I don't know about that though, because
Oh,
Seth
they're
Jones
looking at
looked
this
like he was.
guy.
Yeah,
You
it's
might be
called
right.
off. BL's way ahead of us. They called it off.
That cocksucker better not get a fucking goal.
Yeah, Rick, keep that to yourself.
Well, you can't see there. You can't read all of a sudden.
Yeah, Rick,
Let's see this.
we're
Why
focused
is
on
this
what we
called
have.
off? All right.
Let's see. I don't know. You could argue he was tripped by Riley into
I
that.
don't
He
think
kicked
that
his
should
leg
get
out.
called off. I agree with you, Kent. Oh,
He
you know
kicked
what?
his leg out.
Oh
and
yeah,
I
it
think
would be a
that's
kick. Yeah,
yeah.
I think had
What is it?
Jones
A
not
kick? The guy, he was
He
sliding.
kicked his leg out and pushed the puck in. I think that's what they're calling.
It's not.
But is
worth
that a
more.
kicking motion?
It looked
It's
like
not a
it right
kicking
away to
motion.
me.
You could argue goalie interference more than anything.
Yeah.
'Cause he slid in
But
on
right
the goal.
away, I saw it. He kicked his leg out.
I don't know if he kicked his leg out because that's what happens when you fall, buddy.
Yeah,
What
that
they're
you
Like
just
when
gotta
I
do-
fall on the like if I get tripped up like that, my leg goes
I
outward.
get what you're saying, but I don't
If
know.
I'm Florida,
That was
not
my-
reviewing. Let the
my-
NHL do it.
My feeling
Listen,
when
I'm
I
not-
saw it was he kicked his leg out. It's not.
Listen,
good.
I'm not
hold on.
saying I could go either way with this. Like, look at that. Yeah,
Mhm.
see, like that's
Oh,
how
he
that,
kicked that puck in.
that's not a kick.
I wouldn't I
I'm
don't.
sorry, that's not a
Oh,
kick.
he
That's a
kicked that
kicking
puck
motion.
in.
That's not a kicking motion.
No, his
listen,
leg just.
Yeah, his
Oh,
leg
no,
extends
I think
going
he
down,
kicked
but
that
that's
puck
as a
in.
result of the trip. That's not as a
I'm
result.
Yeah,
sorry.
like-
I wanted to
Did
see
he-
a goal, but he kicked it in.
That looks like a slide tackle in soccer. That's exactly
Yeah.
what that looks like.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. It's not.
That's tough to make a judgment on. I don't
Listen,
know what I
Yeah,
would
that's
call it.
really
I'm
hard.
fine with
Kicked
it
it
not.
in.
Count,
He
I'm
kicked
fine
it
with
in.
it not count. It's not a kick, Rick. I'm sorry. It's not a kicking motion. But I don't think it's a kick. I
It's
don't
like
think
a slide, right?
it's a slide. Because look at the leg. He goes down. He's trying to go. That's not a kick.
That's not a kick.
That's not a kick.
Yeah, honestly,
You might
I
be
feel
right.
like
That's
that's
a
more
better
of a
angle.
slide. They waved it off, so
Yeah.
Which
you
is
know,
fine.
that
I'm
is
fine
a
with
better
that not
angle.
Goalie
counting.
interference than anything.
That's
I'm fine with
kind of
that
one
not
of
counting,
those.
but
Whatever
it's
the
not a
original
kick.
call is, stick with that. I
Being
don't think you
someone
can really
who
overturn that
has
either way.
being someone who has been tripped like that and who has fallen like that, it's not a result of a kick. It's a result of literally
played
you
hockey
trying to
too.
gain your footing.
I
Mm.
played
I've
hockey too.
fallen and I can't get up. Oh,
it's
2-on-1.
not-
Oh, never mind.
Blast.
That was a good blast. Forsling rips it right in the dick.
Hey, listen, Wool's making saves. I
The
understand.
only
it's great
one.
and-
Imagine
Well,
the
hey.
score without Wall.
Say what you want, but Wool has made
This is
Good
5-6
save.
Oh my
nothing
God.
without Wall.
There's
Fuck
no
Bruce.
way. There's no way Toronto can blame goaltending for these playoffs.
No,
Zero.
I agree
100%.
100%.
No,
100%.
not this year. Not this year. Nope.
Not this year.
It's one of their. it's
Our
one of their
shit-
staple-
like-
I just want
in a row.
Marchand to get one. I want Marchand to get one.
If
Just so I can
Marchand gets
absolutely
one,
chirp
that the
his-
entire city of Toronto dies on the inside.
They're already dead on the inside. Look at the
Yeah, they're
score.
already dead on the inside.
Well, look at them running around. They're
Stop
they're putting
killing
up
them.
no
One guy's got a
defense
broken
here.
stick. The rest of them
They're
are
on
dead
a power play or they're penalty killing. Why are
I'm
they
just-
like they're penalty killing?
because they're guests.
I'm curious if Florida triples their shots over. We're at what, 26-10? 4 more shots and they triple them up.
I got so many leap memes ready to go, everyone. I can't wait to show you all.
Well, I'm gonna have plenty on my shows going through the summer.
He lost the puck behind the net for like
and
2
no one
seconds.
Shots this period.
noticed. No one was on him.
Look at
No
the
one
shots
was on
this
him, yeah.
period. 17-3 for Florida. That's crazy.
That's not how you win games.
Oh, shit.
You're not going to
comment
win
by
games
Steve.
that
That's not
way.
how you win games. It's not good enough.
It isn't good enough. I mean, that's the fact of the
This
matter.
is Toronto.
It is Toronto, but again, the fact is you're getting 3 shots in this period.
But
And
then
you got what?
Toronto, it's what Matt
3
said
minutes
at the
left.
beginning. Matt, are you still here? It's what you said at the beginning when we were
told
going
you.
over this. This is what they do.
Mm.
Game 7.
I think
Just crap themselves.
the Leafs
The
will
shot
never
attempts
win
for the
anything.
game were like 72-30 in favor of the Panthers, too. It's like, what the fuck are you even doing out there?
By the way, so I looked it up. So
They're
the last
leaking.
time the Leafs won the game, the Leafs have never won a game in the playoffs where I was out of state. They've won games when I was in the state, but they've never clinched the series when I was in state.
All right, we're putting this to the test next year, Cam. You're going out of state for your entire playoff run next year.
They won game 6 when I was in flight.
Does that count?
You really think you're the
Cam is the problem.
rabbit's foot there? Like
No.
Cam is the curse.
The curse of Cam. The CC. Cam curse.
You're not even a Toronto fan, man. Like,
I will say, Matty Tkachuk does not look right. That's one thing about Florida I need to point out. Matty
Yeah.
Tkachuk just does not look
He's
like
not
him.
100%.
He's definitely not 100%.
He hasn't been 100% all season.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't been at the bare minimum since the injury in 4 Nations. But
Yeah.
on the bright side, Eric, Flyers second first round picks about to move to pick 22.
Yes. Us.
Oh my god, the fact that shots are 25-10.
Yeah.
Didn't the Leafs have like 8 in the first period too?
Yeah, they
They
haven't
closed
been
the
able to
gap
get
in the
much going.
first, and like.
Oh, shit. You know what? You're right. They had, I think, only a few. They
had at least 7.
They
I
got
remember
like
it was 9-7
5 in the
after
second
first.
period, I think. So they've only got 3 shots here. It's crazy.
And Florida has 3 goals.
Oh, this is the second period. Wake up, Rick.
Math is mathing for Alex right now. The math is mapping.
The math is definitely mapping.
I mean,
And
I
the
don't
Leafs
think
are definitely leafing.
now. I don't think the Leafs get shut out. I'd be impressed if they did, but
I called it 4-1.
I don't
It'll
know.
be
It's
5-1.
At this point.
I called it
Leafs will get
4-1.
one when it's 4-0 to give them false optimism, and then Florida gets it literally right back with like a minute later.
I think the final score is 4-1.
That's what I
I'll
called
say
it, remember?
5-1.
I called it that this afternoon. This fucking guy, how does he come back with like 6 of them at once? All right.
Marner's like, I can't wait to fucking leave this place.
He's calling his wife at the intermission. Start looking.
Start
His
looking
wife
for houses.
He calls his wife. and goes,
Put
"Can
the
I
house
have
on the
a
market,
next
babe. We're
door?"
moving.
Call the agent. Let's go. Press conference. He's gonna go at the end of the game. Press conference. It was nice knowing you, fans. It was a pleasure being here.
I
So
can't-
what's
I'm
your
sure he-
offseason
You
plan?
would say anything but
Fuck
it's
out
been
of
anything
here.
but a pleasure being here.
It's been nothing but heartbreak, and I feel bad.
He gives
for
a
you
little
guys, and
wink
that's
when
why
he
I'm
says it.
I feel bad for you fucks. That's why I'm leaving.
leaving. Yep.
I want a drink. Get me out of here.
50
that's awesome.
seconds left in the period.
Oh my god! Again, the like no one bid on that. That was an open ice puck. Go get it. You're down 3-0. Like it's game 7. At least dig deep a little bit. Yeah.
It's Toronto.
It's
They
not
can't.
good
They
enough.
don't have. They can't. They have no shovels to dig.
No,
They're
but they have
digging with
hockey
their
stick.
fingertips.
Oh, Verhaeghe's in race. Not Verhaeghe.
Luosterainen?
Luosterainen. Yep.
Yeah, I'm super behind.
Like,
you
how do
guys.
you keep optimism as a Leaf fan every year? How do you do it?
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know.
Cyclical. Get their hearts broken at this time of year.
And
sign
they'll do
some
it again
people,
next year.
and build up
They'll do
hope
it again next year.
slowly throughout the year, and then by the time of the All-Star break, this is our year, and then second round of the playoffs, first round of the playoffs, same heartbreak.
What happened to Austin Matthews in this period?
Look at how fucking sad they look.
He's a horrible captain. You're not kidding. Did they ever pick the wrong guy making him captain? Wow, it's 3-0 after 2.
Since it's the second intermission, would you guys like some Leaf memes?
Some what?
No.
Leaf memes?
Way too
Go ahead.
premature, dude.
Oh, Leaf
way
memes.
too premature.
Yeah.
All right, good point. Let's save them. You're absolutely right.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. So you think this will go to overtime?
Yes.
Listen, anything's possible, man.
Yeah, hey.
I agree. There's still 20 minutes, but I can't see this team turning it around in the third.
Yeah.
I really can't.
No.
Yeah,
It's gonna surprise the hell out of me. But if they don't come out like gangbusters in the third, it's over right there.
You know, I will say it's such a shame too, because you had such an amazing game 6 on Friday, like on both teams. I thought they were playing hard, they were doing well. Like, you know, I was just saying in general, it's sad to watch, man. Like that's hard to swallow.
No, there's gonna be major changes this offseason.
Oh yeah, the Leafs have to make changes.
Can't. Like we mentioned last time, they're on their third GM, Lamorello, Dubas, and now fucking Tree Living. They gone through Babcock, Keefe, now Berube, different. Even ownership changed.
When did Shanahan get the axe?
When does he? Should get in this off season, if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It does, but you're right. It does beg questions for them now.
Like at a certain point, like you've changed coaches, you've changed GMs, like
you've done everything but change the core 4, and as of right now, you're gonna have no choice to close out the core 4. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna need to be.
Well, you got to make changes in that core 4.
Yep.
Like. Come on, like
I mean, if you come back with this team and go, we're close, we're close, and you know
what the excuse is going to be? Oh yeah, but we lost to Florida, and Florida's like such a good team, and like well, you have to be good teams to get to the fucking finals. Like,
you have to be a good team to win the finals.
Exactly. Like.
Amen. No, amen to that, dude. Yeah, he's right. 100%.
I mean, there's a reason why it's the hardest trophy to win. I mean. It takes everything, and only the best can do it. In Florida, you know, obviously for a while they weren't good. Now they're very, very good. You know, you can kind of say the same thing about Edmonton and Dallas on the other side of the bracket too. I mean, that's been a constant battle every year for however long. And it's just like, again, does either of those teams have what it takes to close out a series? You know, or are we looking at a rematch of last year, right?
Could be, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it could be Edmonton. Wouldn't that be something we get an Edmonton, Florida rematch?
That would be something. But I think Dallas is so good this year.
Shit.
Dallas has been good every year.
I just banned BL. I'm going to go
I think this year's a special year for him, though. Like,
I think they're quick.
Very good.
Yeah. Fucking jumped on me. I don't know where to do it from. Hang on, it's here. No.
Good job, dumbass.
BL, on behalf of Rick, I sincerely apologize. He did not mean to do that.
That's awesome. Like he's been banned, so he can't hear you. Like, nice job, jackass.
I don't know where to do it from at this point.
Your most loyal follower, Rick, has now been banned, or one of your most loyal.
Oh, fuck.
Big apology coming once he gets back in here.
There it is. I found it. Just got to find him now. Because I got a lot of banned accounts.
Well, all of them, half of them the same thing.
Okay, I'll find them.
Here's another one. Hold on. I'll ban this one. There we go.
Oh, it didn't come up.
Where's Biz?
Oh, there we
Biz
go.
is looking into the ground like, I hate my life.
How come it didn't come out?
I need to hear Biz.
I need to hear Biz. I need to hear pain. Jackass.
I wonder if Dangle is live streaming this one. Well, it's gonna be another long summer in Toronto.
Yeah, why? They're gonna go golfing or something?
That's all they're gonna be. That's all they're gonna be doing.
You know what? Maybe the problem is if people from Toronto actually knew how to pronounce the city's name, maybe they'd be better. Just a thought.
Those fuckers just didn't suck so bad.
I can't wait till the end of the game because I have a lot of elite memes for us to present.
If you're Joseph Wall, how do you not request a trade the second this game ends?
That's fucking bad. Come on.
I mean, that's valid though.
Yeah, agent.
Like, if
get
I'm
me the
Joseph
fuck
Wall and
outta
getting the
here.
shit out of Dodge, he's like, fuck guys, I've been keeping you in all these games and you fucked me.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it is. It's sad. It's real sad.
Someone better check on Biz.
Oh, I'm watching him on TNT right now. He is staring into the abyss.
Oh yeah, it looks like a shell.
Dangle's having a mental breakdown right now.
Oh, please. Oh, I can't wait for that video tonight. That's going to be a gold mine.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I got one that Rick's going to really like. I'm saving that, though, till we're done.
All right, I unbanned him.
Yeah, there we go.
Till he realizes that he might be mad. I'll send him a message after this. I have his email.
It was an accident.
Yeah, no, it's an accident. It's happened before.
It says, I'm banned, cool.
BL, it was an accident. I tried to ban the guy above you and it jumped. So I went and unbanned you. Really sorry about that, dude.
A likely story.
Wait, why did it comment on both accounts?
I hate it's not the first time that's happened, but it's because it jumps and you click and it'll go on to the next guy underneath, and that's what happened. And you gotta be careful when you do this. So when I was learning, I banned a few people by accident. All right, well,
it's bad.
What does the third period bring us? Is there any chance? Anybody feel there's any chance Toronto really can come back in the third?
They can make it a game.
Yeah.
Yes,
but I don't think they come back.
I agree.
I believe they can win if a meteor hits the Florida locker room.
That could happen.
By
default.
18 pebbles just
yes.
knock everyone out. Bobrovsky on the ice. 18 pebbles come down and just knock everybody out. And Bobrovsky is the only one that needs to go play. You know what? And Toronto still might lose the game.
I got the best meme I just found.
To be a fly on the wall in Toronto's locker room.
Oh my god!
I want to see what ass chewing is going on right now.
Wonder what Coach Chippy's going to do this time.
Any game where like something like this is going on, especially in the play, like it's imagine because McDavid, right? In that one, he's like, it's not good enough. I'd imagine like what else was being said. If that's probably like what they could have aired, I'm curious as to what they could not have aired.
I do know something that's going on. Someone's going, oh, we're losing. Mitch, we're going out for a third period. Shut up. That's definitely going on.
Did you guys see that? I tried to clear the puck and no one was there and they scored out.
I got hit.
I got hit. I tried to play the puck and it just didn't work.
Oh my god!
How did they? And then my pussy hurts.
I actually, for once, thought the Leafs may have turned a corner this year. They looked a little different. Nope. Even
Nope,
with Berube,
same old Leafs.
they're still the damn Leafs. They're
many-
still Leafs.
How many of Toronto wives do you think are filing for divorce right now?
Yes.
I would just like to hear from you guys, Matt and Rick. You guys were right. You guys were right.
Listen, I still always
like
think
no
Florida.
one
I just
here
said
was.
if they won this series, they'd win the cup, and they're
I think the
obviously
only person here that was saying that the Leafs had a fucking chance was Steve.
Steve, that's it, man.
Hey, listen, I thought
Rest in peace, Steve's run with DPWM.
I mean, the game's not over, but I'm not. If I'm putting my money on something, it's not going to be on this game. I mean, it's definitely it's the Leafs' history. They're doomed to fail. I mean, they're pretty much the reincarnate of what was it, Sisyphus, just rolling up the hill to bring it back down. It's the same thing with them every year. But again, if this was the year that I wanted them to win, it would be this year because I think it would be funny. I think it's no Bruins, no nothing. Go ahead, move on, do something with it. But again, also in the back of my head is we get a better pick out of it because that Marchand trade looks a little bit better.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah,
I mean,
now we're talking.
But I kind of didn't want that because I wanted everything to go wrong and just be like, yeah, Don, like this is your fault. Bye. Like you know what I mean?
I don't think that would have.
I'll take the pick.
Meanwhile, in Philly, because of Colorado losing and both Toronto losing to Florida, Washington losing to Carolina, and Edmonton. Well, I wish kind of Edmonton lost, but anyway,
there's still time for
Colorado first round picks, pick 22.
No, I agree. There's still plenty of time for the Leafs. I just doubt it.
The way they played that second period, there is no way they're coming back in the third.
No.
Here come the Blow Jays.
Oh my God, you guys are unbearable. You know that? You guys are terrible. These Leafs fans have been suffering, and you guys are just like, fuck those guys.
Yeah, and their tears sustain us.
They do. I'm in agreement with you, though. They definitely sustain.
I'm going to say this right now. Bill Zito is the best GM in hockey.
What?
Very good.
Yeah, he's the best GM in hockey. What he has done with this Florida team year after year, he don't miss. He doesn't miss.
No,
Seth
I think
Jones adding him scores the game. What's looking like right now potentially is a game-winning goal. Perfect staple for that missing Montour piece on the power play. Adding Brad Marchand for fucking pennies, and now you have an even more ratty line. He don't miss. Bill Zito's the best GM in hockey.
I don't know. Ken
I don't know about
actually,
that.
I think Bill Zito's the best GM in hockey. Bill Zito's about to go to potentially his third straight cup.
I want to see what Ken Hughes does when they're actually trying to compete. Because it's easier to maybe fleece somebody or get the advantage in a trade when you have nothing to lose.
I think Ken Hughes is a top 5 GM. I'll give him that.
No.
I think he's
absolutely. Look, honestly,
I
can't say anything because Ken Hughes, everything he's done till now has really worked out. But where it really starts getting hard is once you have to take that next step to try to become competitive and to compete every year and to make the moves that are necessary.
Agreed.
That's when it gets hard. Because, like I said, like right now, when you're rebuilding or whatever, you have the advantage because again, you don't have to make trades, you don't have to give players away, So,
oh my God, how are there still people in Maple Leaf Square? Fucking go home.
Wow, there's still a chance. They're gonna stay too. Some of them are gonna stay.
Anyone can read this.
I can't read it.
Hang on. I'll put you full screen. What does that say?
Alex, just read it.
I'll read it.
Yeah, just read it.
Fucking shoot it. Stop fucking crying, bro. This is the fucking issue. You guys bitch about shit. Let's fucking go. William Nylander and Mitch Marner in game 4.
Yeah.
Well, no, that was like last year, though.
Yeah, that was last year.
That wasn't even. That's old news, buddy.
Yeah.
I thought he did that this year too.
No,
he was
still relevant.
That was last season.
It's still relevant, but by the way, can we?
But still relevant though.
Fucking
listen,
highlight.
Willie Nylander is the only one out of the big 4 that I would want on my team in the heat of battle.
I would take Morgan Riley.
I'd
take Riley. Was it nice?
Well, he's not, I guess, part of the core four. He's new. He's 22.
He's not,
I
but
mean,
again,
It's not the
If
core
we're
five.
counting nines, maybe him too.
I mean,
Okay,
let's
I
think
don't
of it this
wanna
way,
be honest.
gentlemen. Like, it's kind of crazy, right? Like, if you think of the core four in the form of, Nylander, Tavares, Matthews, and Marner, I would still take Matthews. I would, and Nylander. Those are the only two I'm taking out of that team. It's because I hate to say, I don't even think it's Matthews' fault at this point either. I mean, I think he's trying to play the two-way game where his wingers are.
Come on, he's soft as
Yeah,
freaking.
Cam,
He's
I'm
under
gonna
performing.
probably disagree
He's a-
with you here. It's Matthews' problem too.
He's a
making
10-ply.
No,
captain.
he
can't
has
score
his
a goal.
issues.
He's 10-ply, man. He's 10-ply. I gotta address one thing, BL. If you want me to address this here, just very easy. Take a membership. There's a new members only video where I react to the Michkov video that I made about it, and I explain exactly what you're asking me to.
I think a big piece what people are missing, and why I think Eric and Alex also say why Zito is where they are, is because it's not just the fact of the players that Zito has drafted, it's the team that he's put together from trades. And I think that's where you get into the argument. And I agree with Eric in that regard. Like, you need to see what Montreal can do in those acquisitions when you're ready to hunt for that. Like, that's how you build that team. Look at what Florida's been able to accomplish. Like, just from the trade deadline alone, they got Kachuk, they got Seth Jones, they got OEL, they got a lot of key players that got them there. So
I think Cam makes an excellent point there. Building, and Eric too, building a cup team, it comes in two major parts. Number one is building the core. Montreal's done that. The second part is adding the correct foundational pieces around the core when they're ready to compete. Part two has begun now for Montreal. Let's see.
Yeah,
if they
they're
can do
ready
that.
to compete.
That's why, I think it begins this
They
summer.
do.
Like trying to find that 2C. This is where Ken Hughes is. You're gonna see
I'll be on after the game.
what it is. Because look, Zito picked up Sam Bennett for peanuts. I think he gave up like a second and a third for the guy. It wasn't a high price. Montour, Montour's gone, but still he was there when he won the cup. He got him for almost nothing. You got to identify those players that'll fit in your system.
A lot less white flags. There's a lot less white towels being waved over there. Filibuster made the statement that everything that Hughes has done so far has worked out. You just disagree.
I can agree with that. He isn't 100%. He's hit a lot more than he hasn't, but there's been some whips.
He's talking about this. Hang on, let me find it. He's talking about this.
Did anybody else
explain Rickenbacker as Reinbacher over Michkov?
Here's the thing with Reinbacher and why that doesn't apply here is because Reinbacher was drafted. He wasn't traded for. So what Ken Hughes is doing at the trade is, at drafting is perfect. Like what he's doing to build the team at draft is working out very well. I mean, yes, you got Line, sure, but I mean, is he that needle mover that he has been yet?
He's
Not
talking.
yet.
He was a Michkov guy, and he's talking about that we picked Reinbacher over Michkov.
Look, picking Reinbacher over Michkov it's a big risk. I'm not saying it's not, but you still got a solid big defensive defenseman who could, you never know. Like maybe if his offensive game ends up translating.
Anyway, we're on the way for the third.
Yeah, and like look, at the end of the day, Laine, he basically got paid to take Laine's contract. Like they gave up Josh Harris, but they ended up getting a second also in return.
We got Laine in a third.
Yeah, so I mean, listen,
and then he might even get another asset if he trades in the summer and holds like 50%.
Hindsight's always in 2020, right? So if you're gonna bring up Reinbacher over Michkov, I mean, yeah, sure, but you also have, if you look at it, because correct me if I'm wrong, Cole Caulfield is a right wing, correct?
Yep.
Okay, Michkov is also a right wing. So who are you going to play over them? So do you slide Cole Caulfield down to your second line right wing? So I think at that time, focusing on building your defense for Montreal was the better play. So I think that in retrospect, like even though you look at it in the 2020 view, you're building the best team. Like, right, you're not just always taking the best player available, but if you have a guy like Michkov who had some uncertainty there, despite it still working out with Florida, you still go to the guy that's going to give you the best opportunity to give you the best team that you could build.
And Reinbacher's story has not been written yet. So
They
Who knows?
that-
And Reinbacher could
that
be a bust.
draft that
Who knows?
Michkov was in too. The Habs were already looking ahead to Demidov. Like they had their sights set on him.
Maybe.
That's the other reason they passed on Matvey
Yep.
Michkov.
But also,
I
you
will
kind of
say, though, when it
looking
comes
at
to
the future,
Demidov,
right?
you're playing with the risk of potentially not getting him, too. So
And
Yeah.
and you say that trading away Line A is not tradable. I mean, yeah, the guy has issues, but at the same time, like I don't think you trade him anyway. I think you still keep him on a cup team, and then that adds value to him.
I'll tell you.
or he walks.
I'll tell you a Kent Hughes move that didn't work out. The Kirby Doc trade, because especially
Yeah,
with
that
what
one was a
Chicago
bad one.
got with those 2 picks.
I'm sorry. I'll just say this though, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't think that story's finished yet either.
Kirby Doc,
I think that was worth the risk.
worth the risk, but it's not panning out. I think
No,
Not
story
yet.
is
not
close to
that.
done.
It's
not
what
done
Chicago
yet, though.
picked. They got Nazar with one of those picks.
Rick, I'll put it this way: if you were
Enough
writing a
said.
book on the Habs and Kirby Doc was in it, you're definitely in the last chapter. Like, you know what I mean? It's getting close. Like,
Probably.
you know what I mean?
No, I'm not saying no, but I'm just saying that I don't think Kirby Doc, like, he's got one more year. He could turn it around this year. That's all.
I
He's
wouldn't
not
say
gonna
they
get
got
over
lucky
yet.
getting Demidov. I think they knew the place that they were going to be in. They were going to be a team.
Rick,
that
let
was
me
still
ask you
struggling.
something. Today alone, I'm not even counting the second pick. The first round pick that Chicago used that they got in the Kirby Doc trade was Frank Nazar. Who would you rather have, Frank Nazar or Kirby Doc?
Nazar, because he's a fucking Habs killer.
No,
Yeah.
That's where the hindsight's 2020.
There you go, right?
My thing with the
And
Doc
I
trade,
knew,
though, yeah,
by the
like
way,
look,
I
at
knew
the end of
Dale
the day,
made this comment.
like they got Nazar and like great for Chicago, but like Kirby Doc was a top 4. I think if I'm not mistaken, he was a top 4 pick. He's got size.
They got one.
Oh,
he's got one back. It's 3-1, Domi.
They got their goal.
Oh boy, this ain't over yet. The Leafs got hope.
Oh, do we got a game? Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I had them getting a goal, so
No, they're gonna build off of this.
we'll see.
It's all right. I just tweeted out signs of life in Toronto. Good shot. It was a good shot.
That was a good shot by
It's all right.
Domi.
Great shot.
It might be a sign
Ooh,
that
it
they're
was a
coming
little
back. I
bit of
don't
a
think they
flutter.
can come back. We'll see.
He needs a good dentist.
Right? Dude, it's like, would you ever want to get into a fight with Brent Burns or Drew Doughty? No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
No. Those motherfuckers don't have teeth, and that's not even the point. Do you remember, I love bringing this up, the Keandre Miller incident when he spat on Doughty? And I was like, oh my God, there's about to be a hate crime on the fucking ice.
Yeah, murder.
I was like,
Murder
he's
the
going to
goalie.
kick the shit out of him.
It's just like utterly disrespectful.
Well, yeah, not just that. I mean, 1, gross. 2, disrespectful. But 3, really? Him? Him.
Yeah, him to him. Yeah,
him of
right?
all
Like,
people. Him of all
yeah.
people. Like when that happened, he was like, his eyes went wide. I'm like, oh.
Anyone just see Mark Savard like contain his excitement? He's like, "It's only one. It's only one. I almost lost my shit again."
No, he said we got one. We got one.
He looked like he was going overexcited again.
Yeah, Doughty and Burns, no thank you. They could pick me up and cradle me to sleep. I am 6'2", 210 pounds. Those motherfuckers could cradle me to sleep. They'd be like, go to sleep, little one, even though they're not fucking Russian.
Far from it, right?
Yeah, like, I think they're the furthest from it. I think, yeah, they're both Canadian, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, you don't want to fight
Chara.
those guys. I mean,
Now,
they're
Chara,
so
on the other
intimidating.
hand, too. That motherfucker's 7'2" on skates. You think I want to stare that down? I'm good.
I don't think the vast majority of anyone in the NHL wanted it. I mean, at all. That's just kind of been proven, right? Like, how many fighting majors towards the end of his career did he take? Like, not too many.
Not to mention,
Nobody
by the way,
wants it.
guys, a 3-0 lead is a very tough lead to keep.
Well,
You can,
now they
if
have
they,
the hardest.
the next goal now might really matter, because if Toronto gets another goal, you're looking at a big momentum shift here.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh.
2-goal lead in hockey is
Yeah!
Wow.
Never mind.
Et tu,
There's my
Lusterini.
4-1.
4-1.
Tim kills the Leafs.
Et tu, Lusterinen.
Next goal is big.
Et
And
tu, Lusterini.
Parade's over now. They can cancel that parade.
the Leafs got a shot, and it's gone. Was that Martian who got that goal, or was it redirected?
A little redirect.
That was definitely redirected.
I love how they just let Lusterine walk
Lusterine.
right in front of Joseph Wall to tip that.
Yep. Do. Mind my own
The
business.
Leafs have some hope. And it's
So I
gone.
tweeted out signs of life in Toronto with Domi cutting into the lead, and then I reposted that quoting, just kidding, 4-1.
Could Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns beat up Zdeno Chara and Tom Wilson? Yes.
Who?
What?
Could Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns beat up Tom Wilson and Zdeno Chara? Yes.
Is Brock Lesnar still on steroids?
Are we talking about,
Marshawn
everyone
with 2
today or
points.
everyone in their prime? Let's ask that question. Is it everyone today, everyone in their prime? Because it's everyone in their prime to be fucking Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar in his prime is one of the top 10 scariest human beings on the planet.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's really even a question. It's obviously to the people who with the real martial disciplines.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get a trench knife impaling a skull on your chest for no reason, right?
Yeah, it is. Brock Lesnar, if you did Zdeno Chara versus Roman Reigns, that might be a little more interesting of a match, one-on-one. But Brock Lesnar, that human being is terrifying. 100 gorillas versus one Brock Lesnar. That is terrifying. I wonder how many minutes before the end of the game the Leafs fans will start to leave. I'm going to give it to the 6-minute mark.
Yeah, about that. That sounds about right.
If it remains
Depends if how many more goals are scored until that time. But
Oh yeah. I was if the score stays the same by 6 minutes, everyone's gone. The question should be how many jerseys end up on the ice.
I would be
Over
surprised
and
if
under.
this building survives it, dude.
Over
I
under
think we might
3.5.
see the building lit on fire.
We should go check on Bet365 if there's an odds for this.
All I can say is the population of Toronto is going to decrease by a couple tonight because some people might.
Chill.
It's so bad. It's every year. They should know better than this.
Grow the fuck up.
It's just a hockey game.
Hey, remember when I said that the next goal was going to be extremely important because of a momentum shift? Hey,
there you go.
And then Florida
Hey,
scored.
there you go.
And then 30 seconds later, Florida scored.
30
It wasn't
seconds later.
even 30. It was like 10.
I love it. They already
15
have
seconds to go in
Florida.
the third. 4-1 Florida. The Leafs are leafing again.
So many Toronto fans after game 6-2 were just like, we want Carolina. I'm like, oh, you're not there yet.
Why do they do this to themselves?
Oh, man. That's so bad.
It is so bad. Who doesn't?
The Knicks finally got past the Celtics and figured, oh, maybe Toronto could get past their demons as well. Nope, not you. You suck.
Building's cursed.
Oh, boy. 15 minutes to go on this one. 4-1 Florida. Puck stuck in the neutral zone. Now back in the Florida end. Schmidt gets it up. Greer dumps it in.
Nordy, you know what's funny? It was actually Nick that told me, just goes, it's Toronto's year. I'm like, don't be that guy, dude.
I mean, I love Nick, but Nick's a moron.
I love Nick, but Nick sucks.
Wait, when did you meet Nick?
I didn't. I was just going along with
I
it.
was just like, yeah, fuck that guy. I was like, wait, when did Alex meet Nick?
I never met Nick. I'm just trolling. Oh, you remember? I was there that time Nick was at the bar with us.
Yeah, remember that one time?
That one time in band camp? Get out of here quick. I can't wait for Steve
That
Dangle's
one time Nick
reaction.
tried to
You know,
fight a
get the
guy wearing a
popcorn
fucking
ready.
cape.
Renegade man,
Oh my
you
God,
could
that was
not
funny.
be
His
speaking
knuckles
any
were
more of the
bleeding.
truth.
Well, no shit, he was punching a metal cape.
I know, yeah, it was crazy. I just texted him, so Toronto. You just had 14 left in the period.
He is he that delusional?
He is Delulu.
He is Delulu. Are you Delulu? Do you not understand?
I love that channel so much. He's so funny.
Should a guy pay for a date on the first date? Yes.
Jesus Christ on the motorbike.
Hey, we agree. Let's keep this going. should the guy pay for his friends even though they ordered it? What? No.
Oh, I thought
What if they buy something I cannot afford? I love that guy so much.
I'm sticking with my 5-1 prediction.
What out of your friends? Charity cases? Am I UNICEF? I fucking love that guy.
27 to go.
What is going on?
Yeah. Shot. Good save, Wall.
What is going on here?
Kulikov blasts that one from the point. 13:24 to go. And if you're Toronto, you're looking potentially at the final 13-24 of Mitch Martin's Toronto Maple Leafs career. Is the end.
What is going on here? The Leafs losing. That's what's going on here. Oh, man. What a game.
Why do the Leafs do this? I'm grabbing water. I'll be right back.
Pain.
The Panthers are giving the Leafs the chaka like a boom boom.
Check on your Leafs fans, friends, but everybody. We got to make sure everyone's okay. All I can imagine is this building is going to burn down. I can't. I just don't know anymore.
I realize my mic is off. There's going to be a riot in Toronto. Yes. Riot time.
Yeah. That's a great point. What a great point.
Wait, Vancouver in 2011?
No, the Joe the Snoop, his last comment. Very good.
This one. Matthews has 3 goals in 12 playoff games. Caulfield 3 and 5. Yep. Because I've been saying Caulfield's a better goal scorer than Matthews for a few years. People laugh at me. Well, I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. And what was the score I put up in our chat on Facebook this afternoon?
4-1. You said 4-1, but you know they're going to pull the goaltender. It's just a matter of when at this point.
Probably, but I mean, for a good while there, I got the score. You never know; it might stay 4-1.
I don't know about that. Either they'll score with the empty net to make it 4-2, or someone's going to score with an empty net. Toronto's very good with the net pulled. That I will say.
I never heard of this song. I Predict a Riot by the Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
There's also a song called Riot by Hollywood Undead.
No, I Predict a Riot is not Arctic Monkeys. That's the Kaiser Chiefs. No?
Never heard of them. There you go. It's after my time.
After my time.
Yep.
I saw them actually live at the Corona Theater, the Kaiser Chiefs. Very good.
Yeah, Guru. Marner can't sign till after on free agent frenzy day.
Yeah.
Unless signed
they
by
trade.
Toronto. Yeah,
unless
or
they trade his rights. If they trade his rights, then he can be signed, I believe.
Which I think for that you're only going to get a 5th round pick.
Doesn't matter.
Much.
Better than nothing if he's going to walk.
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. For a UFA, they might just say nah.
They're going to lie to their fans.
They would need to be. There would need to be a guarantee, so it would probably need to be a sign and trade for a 5th round pick.
They're gonna lie to their fans and say, "No, we're gonna negotiate." You're not. You're not
gonna get much for a trade for a UFA's rights. Yeah, they'll just wait.
I don't know what self-respecting GM would do that, anyways.
What trade? Yeah, it's happened. It's happened.
UFA. I mean, it's happened, but a self-respecting one won't do it.
But what basically would end up happening is, so in order for that trade to go through, so basically what the typical negotiation would be is like, okay, we'll give you a 5th round pick, but we want a contract in place. So basically they'll talk to Marner's agent and say, that's basically how it happens. They'll be like, we'll do it, but you have to allow us to have the contract in place.
Mm-mm. I mean, the only way I can see it is they trade those rights basically for the first contract for him. Like trying to use it as like a negotiation tool with the player itself to try to.
No, this happens where they trade the rights and the team gets a couple of weeks ahead of time to negotiate a contract and try to sign them before free agent day. That's happened many times.
But most oftentimes, though, Rick, you'll see it either like they'll know whether or not the player wants to be there. Like there's already going to be talks with him and the agent.
I don't know if that's true. Anyway, we'll see what happens.
Oh, here we go. Greer. Ooh, Greer had almost a good inside move there. There's been one power play this game, right? And it was given to, Game 7 vibes from 2019. Can't blame the special teams either.
It's another point BL has. If they trade for the option, the rights, they can sign the extra year because he's already on the team.
I don't think so.
Yes.
No, I think the player has to have been on that team as of the trade deadline.
Nope. You just have to be on the team before they sign the new contract. Yes. I've seen it happen many times. I'm telling you.
I don't think so. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not.
I think you have to have been on the team at a certain point.
It's 5.
Game over.
5.
A fat lady singing in Toronto.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah, check that. But I know for a fact that you can sign them to 8 years.
I think the only way you could do it is if, let's say, Toronto would sign him and then trade him.
No.
I think if you trade the rights, you can't sign him 8 years.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check. What would I Google?
Because when you trade the rights, he's now on your team, and that's the requirement. He has to be on your team to get it. So he's already on the team.
Yep, and there they go. Fans are on their way out.
Yeah, they're on the way out, of course.
Wow, they're funneling too. Holy shit!
Well, there's nothing to stay for now.
Imagine spending that amount of money.
And the jerseys are flying out of the stands, folks. We get a stoppage and play. There are jerseys everywhere.
Oh, look. The Leafs continue to leave.
Shanahan, you're about to be fired. Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, look. See, Rick, right here. Look. Hold on.
Now we're going to leave.
In the NHL, an 8-year contract is a specific type of deal that can only be offered to a player who were on a team's roster at the most recent trade deadline and are now re-signing with the same team. If a player is not on the team at the trade deadline, the maximum contract length can only be offered is 7 years.
I've seen it happen, so I
One gorilla.
Okay, I mean you've looked it up, so I'll say I'm wrong.
I was because I remember I think it was like a question on like 32 Thoughts or something, or I remember hearing like about this. And it's like it has to be before the deadline.
At the
deadline.
Sure I've seen it. I'm sure I've seen it happen. So I question
Do you remember who it was?
You looked it up, so I'll say I'm wrong.
Do you remember who it was by any chance?
They're still throwing sweaters and hats.
I those details. So that's why I'm not gonna. I'm just saying I question it, but you looked it up, so I'm not gonna say you're wrong. You looked it up, but I question that, but I guess I'm wrong.
They're still throwing sweaters on the ice.
How many? Over under
I don't know. They just said it on the broadcast. They're throwing sweaters.
How many? They didn't say?
No, they didn't specify. It's sweater is plural, so
The smartest thing the Leafs fans can do is be fed up and stop going.
You'll find this funny. My buddy just said there's a bleach buyout detected in the Greater Toronto area, and I just responded, "What's the tariff on that?"
Well, Matthews is American. Do we have to pay tariffs on his contract?
Deport him.
That's awesome. Throw it. Stop buying it though. And stop buying seats and stop buying beer and hot dogs.
It's never gonna happen.
No,
That's the problem.
Don't sell out every night. That's what happened in Montreal. They stopped doing that, and not.
You're never gonna get that in Toronto.
They
though.
It's never gonna happen in Toronto.
Not in Toronto.
No, I doubt it will, but that's what they need to do. Hey, Paul, you showed up. How's it going, buddy? Haven't seen you out there in a bit. Yeah, no, this game is a joke. It turned out
According to
that
Chris
way.
Johnson, more jerseys are being thrown on the ice right now, and the building's almost half empty.
Wow.
I just want to shout out Brad Marchand for multi-point game tonight, making sure Leafs don't leave, and also securing that pick for us. Appreciate you, Brad.
He still needs to play 50% of the game, which he's going to.
Hasn't he played all of the games?
I think he's going to meet that expectation.
Yeah, he will. He will.
He'll meet it.
He's
for
basically
sure.
secured it.
I mean, he'll definitely. He's almost already done that.
There is a case where he doesn't, but it's not going to happen. It's extremely unlikely.
It would have to be
Not
via
after
injury
tonight.
at this point.
No, I think if the next series goes 7 games, but he doesn't play any of the 7 games, I think that.
Wow, that's what I mean. He plays 2-3 games in the next series, and that's
But then they would
I
still
think
have
he
to.
has.
Every game, unless
No, I
they-
think he just has to play 1 game in the next series, and it doesn't matter the math. He just has to play, I think, 1 more game after that. Wow, what a save by Bobrovsky! Holy crap, that glove is fucking lightning.
good, quick glove.
Oh man,
There's still half a period to play. Oh fuck!
how's Dangle doing?
My buddy Nick just goes, if they pull the goalie right now, they have a chance.
We've gotten 3 subs.
They should. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Appreciate all the subs, everyone who has subscribed to us during this live stream.
You got to imagine that, it's going to happen.
Pulling the goalie? Why would you? 4 goals? I mean, you got no choice.
It will.
It's game 7 at some
Yeah, I
point.
know.
They're
You
going
got no
to.
choice, but I mean, really?
But it's not going to be with 8 minutes to go. It's going to probably be with 3.
5.
5.
Should be. About 5.
5.
Paul, it's playoff hockey, right? They're not. The refs have their whistles in their pockets, basically.
I don't think the refs were bad this game.
No.
Yeah, this guy. No, I don't think so either.
Ooh,
Oh,
backhand
boy,
sent
I
wide by
can't wait
Bennett.
to start unveiling my Leafs meme of a museum.
I think the best officiating I've seen this past season was from Game 6.
Yeah, Matthews can't even hold on to the puck.
Great.
Great officiating, great game. I mean, letting him play.
I would have.
Yeah.
Well, there were penalties, but there were sometimes I wish they would have, especially in Game 5.
There were-
I
some
wish
of
they
them were
would. I wish they
egregious,
would have
though.
swallowed them in Game 5.
Sure. But some of them were egregious.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you
in
can't
Game
miss
5
it.
it was obvious, but I wish sometimes all right, just let that one play out a little bit.
I just turned on on my phone. I went to go see Steve Dangle's live stream. The first thing he said as soon as I opened it, I don't know enough swear words.
Oh my god!
Awesome.
Poor Dangle. I legitimately feel for him. He doesn't deserve this. Everyone else does.
He's
but he
making
does.
good money.
Oh yeah, but
Don't feel for him.
I'm sorry, he's a riot to watch.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, he's great.
He does it to himself every year. So
Well, yeah, but I mean, how else are you gonna combat this? It's rough to sit and watch your team do this over and over and over again. Brad
they're letting-
Marchand is just being a puck retrieving menace.
Paul, they're
He
letting
does
them
best.
play. Paul, They're
Alex,
letting
you
them
have
play.
to turn that off.
My bad. I didn't realize it was that close to my thing.
Oh, I just need Marchand to score 1. I could care less if Marchand does not score another goal this playoff, so long as he scores tonight against the Leafs. I need that in my life.
He's playing for a contract. He's gonna score.
Who doesn't believe it? But I said that he's gonna get $7 million in the open market if he hits it. I mean,
I just agreed with you. That was me.
I think you're crazy to think he wouldn't. If he gets in,
I'm on the exact opposite side of the coin. I'm with you.
Marner's 10 years leave.
Like I don't know if I see it, man. Like I'm on the opposite side of the coin.
I'm just gonna listen to this live stream while I'm doing my job tomorrow. Where did Naughty go anyway?
Time is starting to become a hot commodity for Toronto.
Naughty got disconnected.
Or something happened.
Oh boy.
Oh, what a good pivot by Bennett. Did you see that stop?
Oh, and Matthews blew a tire.
Wait, he doesn't have any tires.
This is hilarious. Like, this isn't a carbon copy of Game 5. The Leafs are getting murdered. Murdered in every single category.
This is pretty close.
It's hilarious.
It's hard to find the words to describe what.
Like, they're getting doubled up on shots, and I think they're getting quadrupled up on attempts. Like, this is embarrassing. Like,
at home, too. At home.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what they do. Like I said, like if I'm Joseph Wall, I'm requesting a trade the second the game ends. I'm like, I don't want to fucking be here anymore.
So, Eric, how high do you think we can move up in the first round with one of our first being picked 22?
Depends. If you're not, well, you're definitely not getting in the top 10. That's for sure.
No, we won't get in the top 10, but I definitely think you can get somewhere in the high teens.
Yeah, I think high teens is possible 14. If maybe you attach like 2 of the seconds, depending like how high you want to go. But
I gotta see who's picking where.
No. But yeah, I would say like we have 4 seconds, right? If you attach 2 to each one of the first, you probably move up at least a good 10 to 15 spots.
Yeah, Florida's just playing bleeding the clock now. Not even caring about making the crisp pass. They're just
desperate. They're desperate.
I wonder if, honestly, I look at Detroit. That could be a team you can maybe make a move with that would want to maybe attach 22 and tip it.
How many jerseys do you think are in trash cans, like leading out of the arena?
I think they actually had to call the local waste department to come just leave a truck.
God.
You're probably right.
I think of all teams that are willing to make moves is Detroit. I mean,
Detroit makes the most sense out of those teams in that area. They're in a win now mode. Is Columbus too?
No, they're not.
I don't think they're in a win now.
Detroit's not in a win now.
I think they're still.
They haven't made the playoffs in 9 years. Eiserman's job's on the line.
Yeah, but they're not in win now.
No, I mean like they're going to be desperate. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. They're going to be more desperate to do something.
Of course, they need to make the playoffs.
But they're re-signing. The rumor has is that they're going to re-sign Kane. Like they're close to a deal, reportedly.
But Kane's a shell of himself. We all know that.
Yeah, he's not even close to the player he used to be.
Exactly, not even close.
No, but it all depends on what he wants in money too. You know what I mean?
Point is, Detroit needs to make playoffs next year if Yzerman wants to keep his job.
Yeah, Stevie Y needs his reputation of what he did down in Tampa to transfer over to Detroit. They need to make.
Who's this Bobby? As long as Bobby is healthy because their backup sucks. Who's Bobby? Renegade Man.
Bobrovsky?
Oh, okay. Bob, you mean?
According to Jeff Marek, the remaining fans in the arena are chanting, "Let's go Oilers."
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
That's bad.
That's good. That's good.
That's awful, man.
Can you believe 3 of the 4 teams in the conference final from last year are going to be the same exact teams?
Joseph Wall to the bench. The net is empty.
Is it really?
You think they're still
What the hell
singing?
they have to lose?
Are you still think they're singing? He's our Joseph Wall. You hear them sing that to Wonderwall, a new song.
Yeah.
I don't think they're still singing that.
That's crazy. So 3 of the 4 teams in the conference finals this year are the same as last year. The only difference is the Rangers for Carolina. And Carolina got knocked out in the second round last year. So the upper hierarchy of the NHL has not changed much.
Nope.
4 minutes left in Toronto's season. Looking for a miracle. You need a goal every minute. No pressure.
Miracle.
No pressure.
What is this, Chell? We need a goal every 30 seconds.
I don't think that's going to be done in Shell.
We've done
Even
it.
with the goalie. Well, actually, maybe if we put Nordy in, then it might happen.
Aiken, I'm not saying it's Wall's fault. I'm just wondering if they're still chanting that or singing that. That's all. I'm not saying it's Wall's fault.
I feel bad for Joseph Wall.
Yeah, me too.
A little hockey trivia. Do you guys know where he played his college hockey?
Notre Dame.
A lot of empty seats now.
Nope.
Oh, no, there's
Anybody else
another
guess?
jersey. There was another jersey.
Oh, I saw that too, Fran.
Oh my
Joseph
God,
Wall
I can
is a
see
product
so
of
many empty
Boston
seats.
College.
BC. Yeah, that rings a bell.
Marchand, empty netter, buries it.
Marchand scores!
6-1. It is.
Wish.
That's it. Yeah, spit that water out, Matthews.
It was Marchand, too.
Marchand
Had
Poetic justice.
poetic.
Marchand
Just shit
scored.
himself in excitement.
Brad Marchand.
From the defensive zone.
Oh,
The Leafs fan gets in the background and goes, "Yeah! Wait, no!"
Even more people keep leaving. It's amazing.
Every year. Oh my God.
You guys ever see Ice, that movie Ice Age?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was a line that said the sloth said that, and someone made a meme out of it. You just go, they put the Toronto Maple Leafs logo over his head, and they're just like, they do this every year. Why?
Boys, I think it's time for some Leaf memes.
Yeah, there's.
I think you're safe
I
now.
think it's safe. Yeah, safe now.
Yep.
Up 5 goals.
Pretty,
So, let us begin. Start with this one.
Can you believe people
Happy
pay
Leafs
thousands of
Elimination
dollars
Day,
to go to
everyone.
this game?
Oh, that's
I
a
can.
bold one.
This is a classic.
Like,
That's
I would
fine.
be demanding a refund, Steve, right? Like, imagine paying like $2,000 to go to this hockey game and you leave like in the second period because they're getting murdered again.
Rick, I know you'll like this one.
Yeah. It's an artifact. It sure is. When was the last one? 1967.
Justin Bieber's still there.
Lie down. Try not to cry. Cry a lot.
Oh, Mitchie Mana crying on your bench like a little baby.
Proud of Maple
Oh,
Leafs
no.
jersey.
Oh, the poor baby.
Oh, the Leafs memes are coming
like
in
that
strong,
one.
boys.
I
I
like
have
that one.
faith.
Oh, man. Mitch Marner blows.
Sure signs of spring.
Yep.
Anyone else love the fact that they're
I
gonna
feel
have a-
bad for Mitch Marner's son. Imagine having to grow up knowing your dad just couldn't do it in Toronto. Just shit the bed every year.
Another Leafs meme.
Yes, sir. That is true too.
Craig Berube's like, is there an opt-out clause in my contract? Please and thank you. I can't do this another year. My heart can't
I
take
quit.
I resign.
Oh, wait,
The out clause.
that was
I
the same
quit.
one. Hold on. Oh, wait, did I add too many? Hold on, I gotta remove some. Hold on. Let me get rid of some of these and then I'll continue.
Oh, there's something.
Leafs new logo.
Always a classic.
Always a classic. I gotta. Social distancing since 1967.
Yeah.
That one's good. I like that one.
You'll like this one, Rick.
Yeah. Roll up the rim.
Oh, let's see. I have more.
We're almost done.
I have plenty where that came from.
Oh yeah, that one. How to get out of getting married. Sorry,
Too easy.
dear. They didn't
Way
win.
too easy. Leafs Elimination Day is brought to you by Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Nothing like a Drake joke.
Wait, did you see he placed a $1 million bet on today's game?
Are you shocked?
Did he?
No, I'm not. But yeah, he did.
He's
So
using
good.
it as a tax write-off.
What the fuck? Shit.
These Leaf memes are glorious. Got a couple more.
Nick just goes, all right, so 5 goals in 2 minutes is definitely a long shot.
Yeah, give or take. Now it's 1 minute.
That's
What else do we have here? Oh, I got a few more in reserve.
It's always next year.
Oh yeah, there is.
It's always next year.
Yeah, it's always
Oh, yeah.
next year.
It's painted on the wall, like in the locker room or something.
The one either.
Yeah, everyone has it tattooed.
I got 3 more.
Come on. Come on. Come on. No, come here. Come on.
And that'll do it. Panthers crap their pants. I mean, Leafs crap their pants again.
Yes, it's okay. Yep. That's it.
Rick does not need to hate watch the Leafs anymore.
Now, what are we going to do next?
Oh, we got some conference finals hockey to talk about.
Yeah. It's not going to be as fun as this.
That'll do it for the Leafs memes.
Marner to Pittsburgh. That's interesting.
Why the hell would
They don't have
Pittsburgh
the
do
money.
that?
They don't have the
Want to
money.
delusionally think Crosby's still in it? I mean, Crosby and Marner can carry them to a cup. Go for it.
What happened?
Marner's not going to go to.
Imagine Paul Maurice in the line going, "Hey, Craig, there's still some vacancies out there."
Not a problem, Andre. Thank you for showing up as always. One of our favorite followers.
Awesome.
Oh.
Anyways, what else we gonna say about this? How embarrassing must it be
That
to
was
be these
pathetic.
guys in
That
that
was
line?
pathetic. That was they completely got
Terrible.
overwhelmed in the second period. Completely overwhelmed.
Man, 2 straight home games where they show like no effort and just no fight. Like,
But again,
how?
it comes back to the core 4. None of them showed up tonight. Not
None.
even the slightest bit.
Like they showed a bit of life at the end of the first to like, like, oh, you look and you're like, oh, okay, they're in this game, maybe they have a chance, and then they have that second period, and it's like again, Florida scores 1 or 2 goals and they're deflated. There's no, instead of like fighting back and like bringing pressure to maybe try and tie the game or even get a goal, nothing. Deflated.
Oh, man. What do you do? Look at that. Like, it's just, man, awful. Like, what I'm sure Morgan Riley's like, what the fuck do we gotta do
Blow it up. That's what you're gonna do. Leafs fans, get prepared to be in Boston seats next year. Have fun.
I think Boston would be better.
I mean, this season, no. Like, I think they're going to be down in the dumps. If they blow it, they're going to be just as bad as us this season. Like, they got no shot. They're going to be.
No, they'll be in the playoffs next year.
I don't know.
Toronto, yeah, they'll have the talent.
My God, Mitch is about to fucking ball his eyes out. What a bitch.
Oh my God, we want Florida. We want Florida. No, you do not. You never.
Nobody wants Florida. Nobody wants Florida.
I want to see a Dallas Florida Cup. That would be a absolute bloodbath.
How are the fans treating them right now? I have no sound on. What are they doing? Oh, you guys.
Rick, there's only about a quarter of the arena left there. Like, there's probably been at least a dozen jerseys thrown on the ice.
What are they watching for?
I don't know. Seriously,
they're still thinking there's going to be a couple more periods.
Urinating Tree tweets out, Toronto has to win at least one of these things, right? He wrote that 2 hours ago. He quote tweets it to now and goes, the answer is still no.
Oh, man, what do you got to do?
I love Urinating Tree, man.
Oh.
I don't know what else they do. Where do you go? Where do you go from here? Like, what do you? How?
Urinating Tree tweets, congratulations, Maple Leafs. Time to get memed to death.
Where do you go? What do you do?
On the golf course. That's where you go.
I don't know.
By the way, these guys on screen here now, before the game, they predicted a monster game from Matthews and Marner.
Oh yeah, it was a monster disaster. Alex Snyder's like, oh yeah, it was a monster, all right. Yeah.
The only monster they did was left in their
turd sandwich. Oh my God, what do you do? What do you do?
Nothing. You're done.
Like what?
Bye.
Sure, fire Kyle Shanahan.
You got to retool.
Or Brendan Shanahan. Sorry. What does that do? What do you do?
You got
to change the mix. That's the only thing you can do is change the mix of players.
You got to retool. You got to reset whatever.
I don't even think it's a retool. Like,
I don't think it's a retool either. I think it's yeah, sure, a retool if they went to the, Eastern Conference Finals. But I don't. Now that they lost, they're going in the bottom of the league. Like they need to rebuild. Like they're gonna lose a bunch of people. They're going to be stuck, and they're going to need to rebuild. That's. Again, but they need to hire a coach for the rebuild, and they're going to need to hire a GM for the rebuild because whatever they got going on isn't working. Not from top to bottom, it doesn't work.
I got an incredibly funny stat for you. So obviously, Jonathan Tavares left a handful of years ago from the Isles to go to Toronto. In that time frame, in the span of Jonathan Tavares' contract, the New York Islanders won twice as many series as the Toronto Maple Leafs did.
So I told you, I think he's the problem. I told you, I think Tavares was the problem there, and I think
they're gonna watch
Tavares. Yeah, I don't know.
They won 4. Toronto won 2. Incredible,
man. I don't know what you do.
Actually, technically 5 if you count the bubble. If you count the qualifying rounds of the playoffs in 2020.
No.
Then it's 4. Either way.
But yeah, if I'm Toronto, you have some major decisions that you need to start making this offseason.
Yeah.
It's what now going to be? It's now what 68 years officially.
Yeah.
33.
1968.
Yeah. 58.
So 68. It's been
58. Sorry. It's 58 years. 1967.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
40.
58.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my math. Fuck my math. 58 years.
I don't know.
Wow. So.
And the Bruins officially get a first rounder in 2027 now. That Florida's officially advanced.
And our first round pick this year from Colorado is officially pick 22.
Wow. Don't sign.
The only thing is the
Edmonton.
Edmonton pick will be no worse than pick 30 now. Or no better than pick 30.
Whatever. You don't care.
Yeah, I do. I want to move up.
Move.
I want to move up with 22 and 30 and package it.
To where? The depth on this draft is not that good. Trade it for next year.
Yeah, the depth this year is.
Yeah, it's not a good.
I want to get into the high teens with the other one. So a 22, 30 in a second to get to like 13.
Well,
I mean, you could be screwing yourself though too if the next year's
keep the 2 picks
is stacked. If you can easily package the 2 picks to move up that year for a better product or a better player. I mean, there's too many options on the table right now.
Wow.
I mean, I'd be willing to move a pick back to 2026. We have 7 picks in the first 2 rounds, so they're not going to use them all.
Well, I can safely say go Canes because now that I can stop rooting for Florida now that they eliminated Toronto. So my night just got better.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not rooting for Florida going forward, just against the Leafs.
I don't care who wins it. I'm rooting for Dallas. You know who my pick is.
I'm gonna go for.
I don't care who wins, but I want Dallas to win.
Yes, I know. I just contradicted myself.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care what happens, but I want.
I don't care, but I care.
From the Yogi Berra School of Thought.
All right, gentlemen, I got to depart.
Yeah.
Yep. It is time to go. We're gonna figure out. We should be back in the 3rd round. We'll decide.
I'll pick a series.
All right.
Probably not going to be the Edmonton one because that's going to be like late.
All right.
It
So
will likely be the Carolina and Florida one.
We'll close it out.
No. Thank you, everybody, as always, for joining on these live shows. We enjoy your company as we get to watch teams' seasons come to an end and other teams move forward. Don't forget to check out our website, don'tpuckwithmedia.com. Find us at Don't Puck With Media on all of our socials. Be sure to listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting NHL content. And for the Talking Habs piece, I'm going to shoot that over to Rick.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. Yeah.
What he said.
I don't have the website. I don't have the website anymore. But yeah, do all those things for Talking Habs as well. That'd be great. And until next time, for the Talking Habs people, what day are we? We're Sunday, eh? Yeah, I thought it was. I was going to say something about Saturday, but that's a little late. Yeah, we'll be back for one of these series we're probably going to cover. And we'll see you then. Till then, stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. Have a good night and
have a good one.
Fuck the Leafs.
Fuck the Leafs. Ciao, everybody.
Joke.
Ciao, ciao. Have a good night, everybody.
How do they keep blowing it?